Nope.
That's not bad.
This week, right at the beginning, only one sentence into the stream, did I remember that I have to hit down tilde in order for the stream to record.
Hey!
Did it.
Yay, I
Look at
finally
you.
did it. This is only episode 12.
So 12?
12, and I finally figured it out.
You've been doing this for 12 episodes.
Well, it used to be it automatically just picked up everything I said, but then it was catching a lot of background stuff in the early streams. All right, but we're gonna pick up here where we left off. Does anyone remember 2 weeks ago what you guys were doing at the end of the game?
Yeah, we
dragon?
destroyed this dragon.
And do you remember how the dragon got destroyed?
Yeah,
I used my tentacles and
Oh, yeah.
slammed it to the ground.
You took advantage of that dragon.
Look,
And the blue dragon showed up in the last second to last hit.
Just to push it over the edge.
it's not my fault black dragons don't watch anime.
Well, you know, he'll never be able to carry that message to his brethren now.
I mean,
Because he did. And you took most of his soul.
yep. Right into this gem.
So you, like, not only did you kill him, but then you broke his soul into 2 pieces and took, like, 75 to 80% of it, and the rest of it just evaporated into possibly becoming some sort of messed up, like, negative energy that just sort of haunts the guardhouse here for the rest of eternity.
What a waste.
What a waste. It's like, it's a punishment to be assigned to Gatehouse 3, because weird shit's always happening there.
This really salty dragon.
Yeah. There's just everything, there's an acidic smell in the air, late at night, and you're just like, I just feel so... People are always getting, like, reflux when they're sitting in the barracks. It's just the acid strikes back.
So terrible.
It's awful. Yeah. Okay, no, but you guys were here on the wall. You're at, you're in the Whispering Shore, which is the Celestian capital of the Whispering Isles. And you guys were sent to the wall to defend it against the attack that you told them was coming, although there were no foreign wizards or rangers with the group, which probably would have made it significantly harder because you guys convinced them to split from them. So it was
Yeah, I'd say we did pretty well.
yeah, between this and the Corsairs.
I think only one person died.
Yeah, I think the dragon destroyed one person,
I mean, that
which
was
is
his fault.
insane. Which is insane for like an ancient black dragon showing up, and most of these guards are like level 5.
I mean, honestly, he should have known better than to stand in front of a dragon. So, I mean,
He should have known better than to stand by Zhao Yu.
I know, right?
Because Zhao Yu booked it out of there as quickly as he could, or attempted to. I see his token is still underneath the dragon's head right now.
Oh, yeah. I've got his big gold medallion that I'm gonna bring to the prince.
You show up looking like Flavor Flav.
hey, folks.
It's the giant chain. And it is a giant gold chain.
Ooh,
Yeah.
is it magic?
It's quite magical, actually. Alright, so when you guys downed the dragon, or it downed itself to try and destroy Zhao Yu one-on-one, and then the tentacles didn't let it go, and then you guys beat it to death before it could escape. And Sandre made it there, I think, just in time for it to die, but he didn't get to kill it.
Sounds
I got
about
its
right.
horn though.
That's right. Yo, Sandre, he climbed over the wall, and then the tentacles got him.
Yep.
Yeah.
He got out though.
Yeah. Well, the tentacles went away. Alright, either way, and you guys slaughtered a bunch of these Droglin and some of the stronger Droglin. that
Yo, we
showed up.
killed it.
Yeah. Alright, so, you guys have successfully defended the walls. What do you do now? I mean, as far as you're aware, this is the only part of the wall that was attacked. This was the one that was sort of directly facing towards the mountain ridge along the central axis of this island. But there's always the chance that if other Draglum were sent in, I mean, the walls here are only 15 to 20 feet high, that they could have gotten into the city elsewhere. You don't have any reports on this yet. Are you guys immediately going to head back towards the port where the Admiral is, or do you fan out? Like, what's your immediate response here?
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. I think we should rotate around the wall in groups. On the off chance that Draglin came to flank from somewhere, or there was a secondary attack that we weren't aware of.
All right, do all of you go do that, or is it just going to be Zhao Yu and some of the soldiers?
It can be just me and some of the soldiers. I think if Revan and Sandre go back to the port, they can assist there if assistance is needed. Otherwise, they can just let them know, and then I'll catch back up.
I need mana.
Yeah. Then yeah, let's do it that way.
Okay. All right. Then, so you take what, 10 of the guards with you?
Yeah, I just take like five archers, 5 regular soldiers.
Okay. All right. You snag 5 of the archers and regular soldiers that landed criticals during the fight, since they're obviously due in for promotion. And you do a sweep. Can I get 3 perception checks from you?
Yo.
The rest of us can do a side quest. You guys, Sandra, you and Dodge can go do your dailies, your crafting dailies.
23.
Oh no, I just need a perception check from Zhao Yu, since he's doing the sweep.
Okay. But I rolled a 23.
Wow, 11 and 5.
Clutch perception check.
Those are terrible. You spend about an hour circling around the walls of the city and the buildings that are up near the walls. There's nobody here anymore, other than a couple of the townsfolk or the village folk that you let in that didn't run all the way for the port. They haven't seen any Draglin on this side of the walls. You assume that none got in. If they did, they may have fled after the dragon and the rest of the Draglin died, but there doesn't seem to be any sign of them.
Okay, cool.
All right. Do you head for the port then?
Yeah, I guess it doesn't seem like anything else. Yeah, I'll head for the port.
All right. Back at the port, first Sandre and Revan, when you guys get there, you see, or at least, at the very least, Revan does. Sandre, I have some doubts. You see that the Admiral has put as much of the city as possible onto ships in the harbor, in the off chance that they would have to actually sail away from an attack. You guys show up. Well, I mean, the city's got a population only of about 14,000 people, and they can put at least half of that on ships.
You know, my thinking was that if we got all killed by this dragon, it would just kind of come through and just sink the ships.
Well, I mean, assumedly, if they found out in time, they could flee in different directions, and at least some of them would make it to the mainland to let people know what had happened.
Okay.
That could be a poor assumption on the Admiral's part, but there wasn't much else that he could do, given the situation. He did send a message ship out to say that ahead of time, but Corsairs. No, when you guys arrive at the port, the Admiral and his 2 bodyguards come up and ask you, Revan, what the situation is. I mean, you don't really look too worse for wear. You look a little tired, but...
Mm-hmm.
And Sandre looks fine.
We killed a bunch of Draglins, killed an ancient black dragon, One person died. That's about it.
Can I get a speech check from you?
Making with these speech checks in. Scroll down. +2, plus I think it's a 5 for him.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Dang.
24.
So your apathetic response comes across as cool and collected to the admiral, and he's like, between the story about the Corsairs and you guys meeting the prince, I sort of get the impression that you just live on a different level than the rest of us, huh?
Shrug.
Someone in the background, you hear someone say, "So Sundered."
Just gotta go. Turn around. Bang.
Bang. And then collapse and fall down the stairs. No, he says, so really only one person died. One guard, or
One guard. He's standing under the dragon when it landed. Not a good idea.
That's a poor spot to be in.
Yep.
Is is there enough left of the body to give it a proper ceremony?
It was like cut in half, right?
I don't remember.
The tentacles ripped it in half.
It was crushed to death by the dragon, but the tentacles probably tore it apart a little bit. There is still a body, though.
It depends. Do you like IHOP? If you think so.
That boy looks like he came out the other end of Chipotle.
The dragon's kind of still on top of it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah,
That is a Zhou question.
that tower's probably going to give way if you guys don't get the corpse off there at some point. It's really heavy.
Me and my guys do that.
You just have to like leverage it off and pull it into the dirt. But it's an enormous creature. Okay, yeah, the admiral's overjoyed. He turns to his two bodyguards and tells them to go ahead and spread the word. People can return to their homes.
Well, I mean, we're still trying to see if there's like another attack or something that happened.
Do you have reason to believe that something else is coming?
No, but you know, sometimes things like to make fake attacks, and Joey's doing that right now. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume though that the worst is probably over.
Yeah, I mean, the Black Dragon's dead, so.
Okay, I will go ahead and pass the message out. Have some alcohol dispersed. He still waves off one of his guards to go spread the message and get the community here pre-gaming for the celebration.
Tailgate. Dragon.
Yeah, they're gonna tailgate for the dragon party. The dragon barbecue. When you guys throw the body onto a giant barbecue and the whole city takes part.
Before. It's gonna taste like acid.
It's tough. It's real tough. Anyhow, he says, I appreciate what you guys have done. It's going to take a minute here to get everything in order. You said that Zhao Yu is still surveilling doing reconnaissance along the edge of the city. I appreciate that.
Reconnaissancing.
Reconnaissing. Around the edges of the city. Meet me back at the Capitol building in about 3 hours' time, and I should have things set up by then. I'd like to speak with you all.
No problem, Bob.
But he gives you a naval salute.
Yep.
He seems to he takes it very seriously.
He takes it very seriously. We're just like, I don't. Yep.
You like get like squiddy on him. You're like, it's a maritime thing, right?
It's just screw.
Slap him with a fish. That's appropriate, right? All right. Either way, so he tells you to meet him back at the Capitol building, where he has his office that you guys met him, in about 3 hours' time. What do you and Sandre do?
I message you what I'm doing.
Oh, jeez.
Is it a long list?
Nope.
Then it just sounds like something I don't want to know.
There you go. What do you do, Sandre?
I'm gonna see if I can do something with these horns. Like, they were pretty huge, right?
Yes. Yes, they were. The dragon was enormous. The horns were... I mean, they're curved, but I believe I said they're about 4 feet from top to bottom.
4 feet.
I mean, for reference, a greatsword or something like a shamshir or a falchion would be about 3.5 or 4 feet and curved. A greatsword would probably be about 4.5 feet straight. Assuming that you're not planning on making like a feasting horn with it, or just a war horn to blow before battle, and then set down because it'd be super heavy.
I'm thinking about it. Okay, I have two large ones and I have 2 small ones, right?
Yep, because he had 4 horns.
Okay, I'm gonna make the small ones. I'm gonna have a little cup. I'm gonna have a war horn, and the 2 big ones I'm gonna try to fashion into something two-handed weapon. I'm gonna have to think about that later.
Okay, well, at least the horn and the feasting horn are not overly difficult, but I should remind you, for smithing, there is specifically, what is it, scavenger? Yeah, scavenger smithing for smithing things of like bone. It will take you a long time to properly craft something out of the horn or bone here. You're certainly capable of doing it. Like, you can make the checks. It'll just be very time consuming.
I'd figure as much.
Okay.
It's basically just hollowing out 2 horns.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Well, the problem is you not having the feet represents the fact that you're not you don't have the knowledge base, or you're not comfortable with like exactly how thin can you make the exterior before you crack it. Because if you crack it once, that's it. Like, you've destroyed the ability to make it a thing. So,
Okay, I think
slow.
I'm gonna save this until we get back to the one she camp at some point, and I'm gonna talk to that smithing woman over there because she's pretty handy with bones.
Heyo. Yeah, she is. She actually is. Like, that is
I know
what she crafted with in the Undersea. Okay. So for now, you're just... So, while Revan does his thing, you are...
planning.
You're planning. You're gleefully, like, chuckling to yourself about what you're going to do with these dragon horns.
Just look like a mad kid in a corner, glizzing at these bones.
And you guys make for some awesome hero. People are like, those are our heroes. And they're like, they're all really weird.
They should be put in bedlam.
Yeah, they're like, there's the normal one, pointing at Zhao Yu, and it's like, well, he is sort of a zombie. The closest thing to normal is the guy.
Revan was the normal
dead.
one. A little bit.
Rest in peace, Erwan.
R.I.P. in peace.
You say nothing.
In pieces.
Rip it. Alright, so, like I said, show you don't find any other Droglin. What do you do after that? Do you just head for the harbor with these soldiers?
Yeah.
Okay. When you get there, Revan and Sanjari will have already been there, and you can't find the Admiral. He's out and about. I mean, you could search for him specifically, but you don't see him like just standing around the harbor. You do get the message, though, in about an hour and a half's time. The Admiral planned to meet with you, Sandre, Nalera, and Revan in his chambers, in his office.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. Do you do anything specific between now and then, or do you just sort of wait around or go ahead there?
No, I don't think I have anything to do.
All right. So, hour and a half goes by. You guys get back to the chambers. You see the admirals there with, again, the two mages from the academy. They welcome you guys in. He's when you walk in, he's still attempting to like string up a banner that says congratulations.
Oh.
It's fine. It says happy birthday on the other side. They just have it around the office.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah, it's multi-purpose. Now, but he welcomes you in. He sort of motions. When you guys came back before, he was somewhat surprised to see you and whatnot. But he insists that you guys sit down. He has some of his guards bring in some of the choicer meats, fish, and alcohol, and it's like please sit down. We need to speak.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
All right. When you guys are all seated and you found something that you want to eat, he says, and this is Admiral Penke, I want to recognize you for your part in the defense of the Whispering Shore, but my resources to do here are not those of most of the other governor prefects. At the very least, I'm having you all, along with the soldiers that served on the wall with you, named as defenders of the city. But if there's anything that you would ask of me that is in my power to give you, ask me. If I can't accommodate it, I'll let you know. But I believe I wouldn't have a city now if you all had not shown up and done what you did. On top of taking care of the Corsairs before we even knew it was an issue here. So.
Yes, please continue saying nice things.
Could I get more of this fish and meat? It's pretty good. It's choice.
He claps twice, and another person comes in with a platter.
That's all I needed.
I'd like property. Just to start a business.
Are you gonna start another brothel?
You're damn right I am.
It's a chain.
Hey, look, you've got one guy playing the long game with necromancy, and the other guy playing the long game with base physical desires that will always be a thing.
Says as I eat this fish.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, he wants to start a business for people to do much the same thing.
Is it fried or grilled?
I mean, they have both, obviously. I said it was the choice.
I was making sure. It was a trick question.
They have it baked, too, with breading on it.
Ooh, yes.
They're going all out, all right? You guys deserve it. No, but he absolutely could see. Do you have a place in the city that would be preferential? I can definitely have the scribes look into it and see what's available.
Close to the docks.
Oh, people are always getting evicted down there. I'm sure we can grab something.
Getting evicted.
Yeah, a larger place, but close to the docks because obviously that's where people will be coming in and out of. That's a pun.
Finger crossbows. Okay, so he looks to Sandre.
Give me a moment here to think.
Absolutely.
I wanna ask for an enchantment for a warhorn, but there's nothing in the spreadsheets.
Hmm?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Can I? Also, if you have any like spare gems just lying around that you guys don't need, I could use a couple of those. Like not a lot, like one or two.
Yeah. Let me see. He has one of his servants go away to check the treasury here in the Capitol building. As far as what you were asking, Sandre, da, da, da. There we go. There's nothing written down in the book now. Well, there's nothing in the edition that was sent out. But I guess, non-gear related enchantments are in the next update.
Ooh.
For a horn, it would be something, if you look under the Wanderer Perform skill, the first 4 enchantments are ones that match the 4 performances that a bard can do. Well, bard, someone with perform.
What did you call it? Wanderer?
Wanderer, and it's under perform for Wanderer. But yeah, it would be apprentice, adept, expert, master, 2, 3, 4, 5 for either the ballad that adds a bonus to hit, damage, and saves for sphere, a melody that increases mana regeneration, another one that increases skill checks, and the last one that has a chance to cause fear. But the enchantment basically would put a 1 time a day thing on it. It would last probably like 3 or 4 rounds.
Okay, the one for checks.
The Tune of Talents, the one that adds skill checks.
Yes.
Really, you're not doing the battle ballad? Is that because you already hit everything?
I don't think 1 damage a hit. So.
I'm gonna be the tank DPS bard.
There you go.
Do you have Wanderer? Can you play it?
Well,
I do not.
Everyone can play an instrument. Not everyone can play it well.
Yeah.
That's what
You're allowed.
Nah, God, who's Mr. Fleener? That's what he used to tell me.
Good old Mr. Fleener. Always mowing his lawn with his shirt on.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, but you wouldn't have to have a perform bonus to use the magic item that replicates that effect. Perform is what allows you to do it without a magic item.
Okay.
So instead of having the skill, I just have an enchantment.
Correct.
He just blows into this horn, and we're just like, well, at least I feel like I do things better.
Basically, the horn is like him. He's a terrible singer, but someone's gone in and auto-tuned him. So in 2017, people are all about it.
Oh my gosh.
My warhorn has not tuner. How can you perform badly with warhorn? You just blow into it.
You don't get the proper embouchure, and
You're offbeat.
and
You have no rhythm.
it's like and it just comes out as this weird sound that all it does is give away your position and instill doubt in your allies.
You sound like a whale. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
But not in a soothing way. Not in like a, "Boo, it's safe to be here."
More like I'm dying, please don't get any more sharks.
Yeah, more like that. That's exactly what I was going for. Okay. As far as doing an enchantment here, they don't. I mean, they don't.
No. I just want a scroll. If he could order a scroll from the capital or something.
He can definitely have a requisition written up, and you guys are heading back to the mainland soon, anyways, assumedly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's not a problem. He'll have a requisition written up. He has enough pool in Runestone and Crabshore both to see to it that can be taken care of. He looks to Nalera. Her only response to him is to rub her fingers together, like there should be coins there.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a bag of gold brought for her, since that's all she cares about.
Gold all day.
Assumedly, it's gold coins. She might she might take platinum coins, but platinum coins are too easy to lose.
Nalera makes a deal, then promptly picks up the snow.
Yep.
I'm confused. Why are platinum coins more easy to lose?
Because you don't need as many of them.
You don't need as many, and so if someone takes like one bag of platinum coins from you, that's like stealing an entire backpack worth of gold. Because they're so much more valuable.
Okay.
Then again, we're also talking about someone that buries the majority of her wealth in different locations so as to make it harder for people to know where it is. It makes sense. She doesn't trust banks.
They just want to move out money around. But yeah. So, I just want some gems, meat, some fish. And maybe a cheese.
Okay.
Do like me. Bring a cheese wheel. 160 servings.
God, that's a lot of cheese. Unless you're
Only
talking about like very fine
Wow.
servings. No. The servant comes back about 30 minutes later. Revan, as far as your request, they given the specifications that the admiral gave him, he only comes back with one gem. It's an emerald, but it's an emerald that's about yay large, like a full like 0.75 to 0.9 like inches from end to end. It's in a mostly round or mostly ovoid shape. It looks like an extremely valuable gem, but he says, as far as what you were asking for, this is all that I could find.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, and it's not said in anything, but it's already been worked on because it does have limited faceting on it that has made it look sort of like an ovoid golf ball, if that makes sense.
Okay. Emerald golf ball. That's what I'll put in my thing.
There you go.
Just toss it up, grab it, put it in my pocket.
Yeah, don't. The emeralds are soft, though. Don't throw it against the ground.
Throw it on the ground.
Throw it. That's not my dad. That's a cell phone. Yeah, that would be, for your records, that is a jewel quality gemstone that would hold a CR15 soul.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah,
Should have had that on the dragon.
It's not quite of the quality required, like a rare jewel where the value is baseline at 1,000. But the value of that gem is probably somewhere around 700 gold.
Yeah, it's about the size of my ruby.
Yeah. Nalera scoffs at you because that is even easier to lose than a bag of platinum coins.
I mean, it becomes even more valuable when there's a soul in it, though.
I mean, a lot of people would probably give you a weird look for that response, but Nalera already doesn't care. she's gone back to sipping wine. Okay. Yeah. The other servant comes back and hands a rolled up piece of paper to the admiral. He looks it over and hands it to you, Xiao Yu. It's the floor plans for a building. It's a
Hell yeah.
It's a 2-story building. It's about 50 by 70 feet, 2 stories high, and used to be a tavern, but it was shut down about a year and a half ago and hasn't had anyone working in it. So it does need some cleaning up, but it's located not directly on the harbor, but about a third of the way between the harbor and the working district.
Okay.
But if you'll, this is the what is the name of it? The ownership documents for a house or for a building.
A deed.
This is the deed to the building. So if this is all right with you, he will go ahead and sign for handing it over from the city's possession to your possession, just so that you can have
yeah.
the records. All right.
I have it.
All right. He gladly signs on there with a big flourishing signature, and shakes your hand on it.
Woohoo! I need to hire some people.
All right. He also says, obviously, I want to celebrate the fact that the city is still here, but I remember, and it's tough. So much has happened in the last 24 hours, or not even 24 hours. So much has happened in the last 12 hours. You mentioned something to me about the Grand Prince and something about people and a ship. All of it was I sort of dismissed a lot of that when you mentioned the dragon, and that became what I was focusing on. Maybe you can bring me up to date on this other stuff, though.
Okay, I get him up to date.
He goes back and watches the episodes 8 through 10 of the stream.
There you go.
The review episode where we have a flashback and exposition.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's episode 12, so it's about time. Arc 1 has ended, and now we have the review episode, and then at the end, you guys will be friends again. No, I mean, Revan will never be friends with anyone ever again, but...
Ouch.
Well, I mean, it's not like he's not doing it by choice. Either way, so you had said that you were going to... What's your next plan then as regards to the prince and these people that you've had dealings with?
I need to Did the blue dragon fly away right after?
He helped you guys pull the body off the wall, but then he'd have gotten out before people started flooding back into that part of the city. If you were sending a message back to your village, you could have done that with him.
Yeah, so that's what I would want to do, because I didn't think of that. But yeah, I would want him to just send back just so they know everything's good. And if any of the tree runners are in the area, have my people tell them that we've, averted this attack. But I'll have to go talk to Leland. What was it? Start with the L. Lied. About what we actually did and stuff.
Okay. Do you want, because you guys sailed here on a tree runner ship, do you want Hanba to sail here or back to their camp? Because she's at the Wanshi Island right now.
Yeah, I would, probably back here.
Okay.
Because I want to talk to Leah personally.
Okay. All right. So he'll take that message back if there are any tree runners that are near that he sees on the way to the Wanshi Island. He'll let them know, but he'll send Hanba and her crew back to Whispering Shore. All right. What about the prince? The admiral,
Yeah, I gotta.
the prince told you that he was heading back first to Runestone and then to the uh, Imperial retreat. And the admiral told you that he came through a few weeks before you guys did. So are you sending message to him, or do you need to speak with Lied first, or what's your plan as regards to that?
Yeah, I'm gonna send message to him and speak with Lied first, because I think there might be more stuff Lied and I can talk about before I report back to the prince personally. So, and I kind of talked to the mayor or whatever about
The
this.
admiral.
Yeah.
Okay. He tells you.
Um.
I mean, obviously you do things however you want. I am going to have to file a report with the capital about all this. Uh, so if there's something that you need conveyed, or that you want conveyed or conveyed in a certain way, you and I should work that out because it's expected of me that I'm going to send something to them,
Okay.
immediately.
Yeah. Then I'll help him with that then. And I'll go out to Lied. I'm gonna have him hold on to this big gold thing, because
The
I want this
necklace.
sent. Yeah, I want this sent to the prince, because I want them to figure out what type of. I actually asked Revan if he can figure out what type of magic's on it, but if he
Yeah.
can't, we want to send it back and see if we can figure it out, because I think that might be a type of magic that we are gonna have to encounter as a race against the mind blowers, tentacle face people. Voldemort motherfuckers.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna leave that with him, and yeah, I'll help him with the write up.
Natural
Okay.
20, 32.
Nice. I high five him. He looks at it. And he's like, "Of course I do." And I was like, "Of course you know."
Don't even look at it, just kind of glance. Oh.
Okay. So Revan, so you attempt. That's your enchanting check.
Mm-hmm.
You sort of it's set down on the table, or set down on a side table so as not to knock all of your baked fish off the table.
Right.
Um,
Apathetically glance at it.
Yeah. You sort of put your hands over it like you're doing some sort of new age healing procedure. Uh, it's strange. You're trying to get a read on what sort of field of magic the enchantment would fall under, and at first it seems it's a very creative force in it, and you lean towards conjuration, but it's also deceptive, and there's a controlling element to you that makes you think that it's possibly illusory, but it also seems like it's a very solid, like elemental, like earthy sort of enchantment that bound it to the dragon. You're left with the impression that this is not something that falls within the standard categories of what you know as far as enchanting or anything that you've learned at the academy. You're not. You get an understanding, sort of what it does, but where it would belong is what eludes you. What it does is, it seems to be, related to the spell that you had just made. It seems to be a sort of funnel for long distance communication, possibly. It's a sort of long distance telepathic communication, but there's some amount of control and or a flowing of energy from whatever the origin point is to this necklace. This necklace, the one thing that you are sure of, and I keep calling it a necklace, it was a necklace for an ancient gold dragon. It's the size of a breastplate.
Okay.
It's enormous, but the dragon was wearing it hooked over two of its horns and hanging down beneath its jaw like a necklace. The whole thing, I think I said, it weighs about 50 pounds, and it's made of solid gold. It definitely seems like the dragon was either drawing power from it, it was controlling him, or both.
So the dragon might have been getting power from this, or it was controlling him, or both. But this does like a lot of different things, like column A, column B, column C.
Okay.
Yeah. You also, like I said, it's some kind of long distance communication of a sort.
Yeah.
With your understanding for conjuration, teleporting, summoning things, the distance on this is beyond anything that you've conceived of before. Like, you don't yourself know any teleporting spells, right? The ones that move you like miles at a time.
No.
You don't, but you are aware of them. Like, because you've spent time at the academy, you understand these things. You're approaching that level of conjuration expertise. This floors them on like the scale of distance that you assume this would operate at. You could probably set this thing down in the human cities on the west side of the continent, and wherever it's drawing this force from or sending messages from could comfortably be sitting on the Silesian subcontinent. Like, it's an enormous distance.
I'm gonna write notes.
It belongs in a museum. Like, this thing could be put on display at the Academy in Valersk and maybe not be fully understood, a generation later, with people looking it over constantly.
When the other mages like try to touch, I'm gonna just slap their hand, like, don't touch, wait.
Well, one of them is an alterationist, and the other one is mostly an animist.
Yeah. They can touch it after I finish writing down my notes.
There you go. You're like, oh, no. I'm penning the article right now, and you guys can be my first peer review.
That's you gotta get your name out there.
Yep. You gotta be first, that way everyone references you.
Making sure I wrote down timestamps and everything.
Okay. Zhao Yu, as far as the message, is there anything specifically that you want conveyed? It's going to the court. If any message needs to go to the prince with this, either specifically to him or just that, you're sending it with the message in general, the admiral needs to know.
So, I think the admiral will do a fine job of the write up as far as what happened here. But yeah, I want a separate message sent with it to the prince, just letting him know that I've left this necklace thing here for them to take back to the academy to research. And so he should send someone to pick it up. Also, that I'm going to speak with, essentially the ambassador or the makeshift ambassador for now for the other type of people to figure out what we should do and how we should move forward. And if there's any, because I already talked to him about it a little bit, and now I kind of want him to know that, we could find peace between the two tribes. If there's any thing he wants specifically, like from them, or if he has an idea of what we could do, to send that message to my Wanshi tribe, and I'll be checking it back with them probably in the next month.
Okay. So the admiral will put down that any message being conveyed back should be sent also a copy to your colony island. Because he's not going to send this by ship. He's going to send this by courier bird because it'll get there faster than a ship. Okay. All right. He goes ahead and does that. Yeah. His general write-up is in regards to what you guys told him about the Corsairs. He will send a follow-up report once in the next week or two, when his guys come back that have been patrolling the area, that will, possibly find the results of you guys putting holes in all those ships. As far as, did you tell the Admiral that the people that you're working with are also possibly the, like, shadowy ships that they've been spotting out here in the islands, or are you leaving that off?
Wait, say that again. Oh, that the ships.
Yeah, because
of
when
the,
you guys first got here, one of the things that you were looking out for was Navy ships, merchant ships, and locals were regularly seeing either traces like camps and whatnot, or actually seeing ships at a distance that were clearly not Celestian ships that didn't look like familiar human ships, and were like no one was ever able to ascertain exactly who they were because the ships were fast enough that they couldn't be chased down and questioned.
yeah, I put there that that's the people I was talking about, and to not worry about that.
Okay, then he will. I ask that because if that's the case, he'll go ahead and put the word out to his sailors, like, hey, we sort of know who these people are now. If you spot them, don't waste any time trying to follow them now. Like, we're taking a more hands-off approach.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that'll actually save them hundreds of man hours because that's been a constant task for them for months now. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna be like, hey, Giotto, try this fish. It's real good. It's really good. You should
Yeah,
put that in your mouth and chew.
he was real excited to try it until the end, and then he's like, "Oh god." Let's see.
Awkwardly slides the fish over.
He makes a culinary expertise check. Oh, he loves it,
Oh,
and he
so
tells you at least 7 of the 8 spices used in its creation.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember that.
no, he's a big fan. Remember this. You're going to be making this. Sir Admiral, I am going to at least need the breading for this. I'm going to want 2 bags, large bags, basically casks.
He can request that if he wants.
A cask of your finest breading. Yeah. Okay. The Admiral goes ahead then, and he'll send the 2 letters, one of them with a seal on it for the prince, the other one more generally for the Imperial Court, since it's not... You guys are familiar with... The Empire is ruled by a family, they have a court, and it's not in any way like a constitutional monarchy, but because of the size of the empire, power is diffused somewhat to the different regions, and those powers are represented at court. So while the emperor could directly command the rest of these people, it's easier, and he gets the buy-in more from people by giving at least nominal power to various members of the court. So unless you send a message specifically for him, other people are going to see it. But yeah, he'll have both of those messages sent. The return message, one will go here, and if he has something specifically to say to you, a copy of that will be sent to your island. Are you going to wait here at all, or are you going to immediately head out?
Yeah, we're gonna rest here. I have to hire some people for my place anyways, so
Okay.
I'm going to see if Sandra and Revan want to help me clean up that place. If they don't, that's fine, but I'll buy them some food and beer if they want to help me clear out an abandoned building.
Okay.
And help me do interviews.
The Admiral tells you, based on prior experience with this, it should take roughly 9 or 10 days for a courier bird from here to get to the capital and then have a response sent back. So if you are going to stay, I'd recommend staying at least that long, because if you're here for 6 days and then you leave, it could be weeks before you get the message, and you'll just barely have missed it.
Right.
Okay. If you guys are done here, he's going to have a celebration put together for tomorrow. You're obviously free to do whatever you want. He would very much like you to be there. He's going to publicly recognize you four, along with the soldiers that served on the wall. But for now, he'll just have one of his men show you to the location for this tavern, if that's what you would like.
Yeah, sure. Gonna,
That would be great.
Okay.
gonna buy.
And he looks to Revan, and he'll have someone go with you to carry another plate of the fish.
Thank you.
The one thing that Revan cares about. Gourmet food. Okay.
Revan is slightly bougie.
There you go.
Slightly bougie.
Slightly bougie. Remember when Dalamar was slightly bougie for about 3 games before he gave up?
Yeah.
The first time when you argued for about 5 minutes about stepping in mud, and then it was all downhill from there.
That's not true. That's not true. Slight bougie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he tried. He tried, and then the bees. The guy's going to lead you to it. It's the building itself is about 600 or 700 feet from the harbor, which puts it about probably about 4 blocks back from the harbor itself. It's not a bad location. It's not on the thoroughfare, but it is a decently sized building. Like he said, it should take about 10 days for the message, if he sends it out today, to get back. I will be right back. I gotta run for a second, but so you guys have that. If there's anything specifically that you want to do in the city while you're here for that 10 days, if you're not helping Zhao Yu clean up, just send me a message or let me know when you get back. And
Okay.
all of you have gained a level for this as well.
Oh shit!
Which, does that put you at 12 or 13 now? It's been a while since you guys leveled.
I think it's 11.
Is it 11? You guys, I thought
Oh,
you guys were
12.
already 11.
No, we're level 10.
We're yeah, we're turning 11 today.
Yeah, alright. Well, then you're level 11. That's 1-1.
No
Well, if you
way.
want to be generous, you could give us 2 or 3 levels.
You were expecting us to be
Absolutely
12.
not.
Aw.
Alright, I'll be back in just a second.
Yay.
Let's see. What do I want?
Okay, while he's
Oh,
away,
God.
everyone just level up to 12. He won't do anything, apparently.
I'm at 16. I just looked at my stats. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Let me check.
I don't know what I
those.
should be. Should I?
17, 16, 13. Here we go. My saves should. Yeah, we're at 10 because my will save is a 10. And
You wasted
that
that
means
30.
We're 10 because my stats say so.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a burrito.
Okay.
Burrito.
I wonder what we should get.
Apparently, I need some skills in bone.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Skills. Missing. Hold on, I might be... 200. I'm already 60. I have nothing to put into primary skills now.
None of my primary skills are gonna level up this level, so I just gotta kind of pick one.
But there's only one primary skill I have, which is two-handed, and I'm level 60 there.
You have one primary skill?
I have only one primary skill. What would I need? I have pugilism, two-handed, one-handed. I don't use my hands, and I don't use one-handed.
I mean...
Oh
I
my
just need to figure out what brings me up to the next level of things. Let me see. Because if it's requiring me to get to... I've been leveling up my conjuration because that's where all my damage comes from.
Yeah?
But, and I don't really need to heal that much recently. Let's see. Skill description. How do we become master at something? What was it? It was like 45? Was it 45?
60. No,
60.
master? Oh, I don't know.
It
Master.
was Something expert.
Feats, no skills. I am bad at this. Skill description. Skills. Novice, apprentice, adept, expert, mastery.
Yeah, how do we get expert?
Expert is 45 to 15.
Ooh, 45.
Yeah, 45 is expert, mastery is at 60.
Shit. Okay, I know what I'll do.
Mastery gives me plus 12 to hit.
We get 15 points primary, right?
Sorry about that.
Hey, Jim.
I'm back.
What's up?
Question. So, first of all, how many points do we get for leveling up for primary skills?
5 and
5
5.
in.
We get 5.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And you can always drop your primaries to enhance a secondary instead, but it can't go the other way. So you could always put like 10 points into enchanting rather than 5 points into like conjuration and 5 points into enchanting. Which I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Xiao, you're basically at that point now.
Yep.
Because you've reached mastery in ranged.
Your boy's gonna be all sorts of talkative now.
Did you, by chance, did you take any of the combination feats yet?
For what?
I mean, you're a master. Let's see. Like combination dexterity feats. Is your thieved or sneaking 30? Thief, sneaking, or lively?
My sneaking is.
Have you taken sniping shot?
No.
Sniping shot requires that you be 30 for sneaking, 30 for ranged, and allows you to make a single ranged attack beyond 30 feet that's a sneak attack.
Well, I know what I'm taking.
Yeah. Whereas, let's see, lively and ranged lets you make trip attacks as ranged attacks.
Jesus.
Stumbling shot. And then ranged and thieving removes the penalty for using non-standard ammunition types.
Revan is now an expert conjurationist.
Oh, goddamn.
I have been an expert two-handed axe, hammer, swordsman the entire time now.
What's your two-handed up to?
60.
Oh,
It's been
so now you're
since
full-on mastery at it.
I've had mastery the entire past now since level 10.
He's also an expert enchanter. All
Let's
together.
see. Combination intelligence. You could do, I mean, Revan, for you, what is it? Soul Jam? Conjure creatures using captured souls?
Yeah, but it's only creatures that I have the ability to summon.
It's true. But it's nice for situations where you possibly don't have,
Mana.
yeah, any mana.
Yeah, I would need to get to a point where I had like way more crystals to cast with.
It's true.
Is it every 20 or every 30 that you get another bonus?
It's every 20. Also,
Okay.
specifically for you, Sandre, do you have any of the martial feats yet? Because if not, I would recommend them highly for you, given how you play your character.
Martial?
Martial prowess, excellence, or perfection.
I don't know what that is. Is that invocation or something?
No.
No?
They're non-skill specific feats. Prowess lets you pick a secondary martial skill and you treat it as your primary martial skill minus 15. So if you have 60 in two-handed, you could pick like one-handed and treat it as if you had 45 skill points in it for hit and damage. Martial excellence lets you do the same thing, but with all martial skills. So you would have 45 with ranged, one-handed, and pugilism, which means that you would get the bonus for any like grappling attempts because pugilism adds to grappling. And then it also reduces the stamina cost for combat actions by 1. And then martial perfection, you can wield all weapon types as if you have mastery, and you get a +1 to all combat checks along with the -1 stamina cost. So, you may start sinking points or feats into smithing, but it's worth looking at those skill lines just because you do get straight bonuses to two-handed, as well as opening up the opportunity of, you could use other weapons if, it came up that you had to.
And how do we level up our health and stamina and blah 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 again? It was our mod, right?
It has been a while.
It has been a while.
It's 1 plus
Constitution.
strength.
Health is strength.
Health is strength. Stamina is constitution. Mana is wisdom.
And the math for it is
1 plus 1 for every 4 points. So if your strength is 14, you'd gain 2 health. If your strength is 18, you'd gain 3 health.
okay.
And it's on page, I think, 53 right now.
So I get 1 whole point of health this low.
Yep. Well, look, I mean, Revan's not a super hail guy.
I'm not a. But you said we get. So that counts for mana and everything else too.
Yeah, it's the same formula. So your wisdom is like 18 or 20, isn't it?
Yeah, 18.
18.
So I get like
So you'd get 3.
3.
Okay, so you say 1 plus 4 points of strength. Do I have 20 points of strength, or do I have like 5 points of strength?
What's your strength?
20.
20. So your modifier is 5, but this is based on, it's half your modifier rounded down. So you'd get 1 plus 2, so 3 points of health.
Oh my lord.
Which 3 points doesn't sound like much, but what's your health now, Sandre?
63.
And what's your health dodge?
43.
There you go. So he has a full 50% more than you. Then again,
My mana is
his
63.
mana his mana is probably like 30.
My stamina is 35. My mana is 63.
I still just choose to not have mana on my character.
You don't recognize it as a valid form of action
Of combat.
currency.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that's it. Yeah, just the health and the skill points and then a feat.
Yep.
Okay. We leveled up so fast, guys. It only took like, what, 30 seconds? Boop, boop.
I see it.
Alright, yep, I am done then.
Stefan, Sandra, you guys?
Almost done.
There are no
Alright.
combination feats for me.
Cause you don't have you don't do like athletics, do you?
I have a lot of athletics. Oh yeah, bonding charge. Avoid attack of opportunity, but that's half my gist, so I can't take that. Okay, can you explain again the martial prowess, excellence, and perfection?
Yeah, they give so you could take, let's see.
Alright, I'm good.
The first one basically lets you pick a secondary martial skill, and you treat it as if you had 15. You had this a skill value in that of whatever your primary skill is minus 15. So since you're a master, you would treat it as 45.
Oh my god.
You can't take feats based on that, but your bonus to hit and damage would be based on that. And then the second one causes that to be the case for every martial skill, and the stamina cost for attacks is reduced by 1, which is huge. And then martial perfection lets you treat every sort of combat attack or every weapon type as if you had mastery over it. Again, for hit and damage, not for feats. And then gives a +1 to hit on all combat actions.
Tempting.
That is supposed to be tempting.
Million platinum, man. Okay.
Oh yeah.
This enchanting armor.
By the way, I have to get Ankbot working or something. I don't see the feed for Twitch because if I do, OBS will go into a crazy loop. Does anyone know if someone was actually watching the stream this week?
Oh, I have no idea.
Because like I said, normally I would check it on my phone, but my phone is currently broadcasting this secondary thing to use up the slot for
I will
Skype.
check.
No one's watching.
Ouch.
It's only me.
Just us. But it's fine. They probably were here earlier. We just didn't say anything because Twitch doesn't keep the chat log for us.
No, I've been in the chat room the entire time. There's no
Okay.
chatting.
Okay. No worries. Blah, blah, blah,
Salt
blah.
in my wounds. That's
Oh,
fine.
man,
We don't
my
normally
spell
level up on
cost.
stream anyways.
Oh yeah. My spell cost went down.
Yeah,
Oh.
Conjuration's going to be very cheap for you now.
Yes. I'm gonna summon tentacles all day.
Oh god. That's an adept, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that'll be real cheap. Well, that'll be, what, 75% of its normal cost?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and...
And all of our saves and stuff go up too, yeah. Like our dodge.
Yes. Okay, for reference, this is the the shitty part of town that your new to-be brothel is in. And it is the building up here on the top left, the only one that has dynamic lighting set for it right now. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I see one. Yes. It's over here. It's all of our saves and our initiative just went up, yeah. By one.
Saves, initiative, and dodge.
Okay. Thank you.
And your attack won't go up because it's an odd level.
What's an attack?
Right? So weird. Alright. Stefan, why don't you check out your new digs? It's the one up here at the top.
Oh crap.
Is it over here?
Did you delete your guy?
Yeah, I have delete as my talk button.
He cloned himself.
Good job.
Clone.
Oh, there's a little, just a bed right there.
Well, they said no one's been here for more than a year, so...
Okay. Yeah, we start cleaning the place up, and then I put up a bunch of help wanted signs.
Let me just,
It does come with a bunch of hay mattresses. And some beds.
Nice.
I'm
Yeah, we
gonna-
buy nicer ones.
We?
I buy nicer ones.
I'm gonna have Ario come in here and just wind sweep the place so that I'll just, yeah.
Do the once over.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna I'll leave them to clean this a tiny bit with that, and then I'm gonna go buy some new furniture and stuff and have it delivered over here.
Okay. How much are you looking to spend on that? Like, what's the quality of craftsmanship that you're looking for?
I mean, I want it to be upscale. People are gonna be spending money here, so I'm thinking like a moderate hotel. God damn it. Moderate hotel quality. So like, you know, if you were a noble person coming into town, you would almost want to stay here because it was nice enough. But it's not like noble-ish, but it's, you know, nobles could find themselves here just because the quality's so nice enough.
The most
Okay.
upscale place in the ghetto you can find.
Yeah, basically.
It's definitely... It's on par with the rest of the ghetto right now, so you can only go up. You're probably looking at like 50 gold per furnished room for something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm willing to down like 500 to 1,000 gold to really pimp this place up.
Yeah.
I mean, also have to hire people.
Yeah, well, there's two like functional bedrooms on the first floor, and then I think there are 3 more on the second floor. Let's see.
I'm Xiaoyu, and welcome to my crib.
We may need to knock down some of these walls. Yeah. So this first bedroom in the middle on the first floor, I'm gonna actually remove that and make the bar larger so it's more of a tavern feel.
Okay.
So there'll only be one bedroom. Actually, I'm not even gonna have the bedroom on the first floor. I'm gonna make that a. Is there a kitchen in here?
The kitchen is the last room over on the left side.
Okay. I'm gonna extend the kitchen out and make it this second bedroom up here. I'm gonna make this an office space for whoever's managing it. But I'm gonna make the kitchen larger and make this office space about half the size. So.
Okay. I would just, whatever you plan on doing, just do a quick write-up for the changes, and then I'll put it away on the file for this location.
Wonderful.
And then, yeah, we'll assume the same rates as far as what you pay people in your other 2 locations, once that is a thing.
Okay.
But realistically, like I said, you're probably looking then at the equivalent of between the bedrooms that you're keeping and the other stuff, probably furnishing like 8 to 9 rooms when you take into account like the main room and everything. So putting down 500 gold would get you things where like, oh, that's an upscale tavern. Like, you know, if the prince comes into town, he obviously is not going to stay there. But when people come in that are like higher up with the navy, ship captains, that sort of thing, this is definitely the first place that they would think of with that level of polish.
All right, great. That's what I wanted.
Okay. Yeah, so like I said, that's probably about 500 gold as an investment, like for
Excellent.
furnishings.
I needed something to do with my money anyway.
Well, there you go. Well, you weren't
Look
going
at
to
all
spend
this
it on
money.
food, right? I mean, not for you. Okay. And then, yeah, I mean, you can put, as far as hiring people, I just need, you can either hire people as quickly as possible, or you've got, 8 days or so, realistically, after you do some cleaning up before the message would get back, and I assume you probably would leave after that, depending on what it said.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some time. I'll take the 8 days to hire out.
Okay. Make 8 separate streetwise checks then, and we'll take the best 3 for days that you actually hired on. Damn.
Those are all above 30.
Those are all above 35 for the top 3. 37, 39, and 36.
Yep.
Okay. With those rolls, you definitely get the pick of the litter for the ports and the slums. You probably how many women and or men are you looking to hire?
So I need a manager, 2 kitchen, a bartender. Probably. How many bedrooms do I have?
You're gonna have 4.
So probably 8 girls on half shift, because I don't want to have the same girls all the time. Well, I mean,
I'm sorry, no,
They
you
get
just treated
tired,
this
too.
so seriously.
yeah, it's a business.
It's a
Serious
businessman.
business.
So yeah, so a manager, 2 kitchen, 1 bartender, and then 8 girls.
And like most areas in the Empire, the population here is about 6%, 5 to 6% human, about 93 to 94% Silesian, and then the other, what's left is, a handful of gnomes, orcs, and possibly like 1 or 2 dwarves, although there are no dwarves left in the Whispering Isles now. For the girls, manager, kitchen, specifically, are you looking for anything other than Silesians, or?
Yeah, I'll probably have 1. So 8 girls. I do 4 Silesians, 2 humans, an orc, and a mix of whatever's the next most popular. And then kitchen doesn't matter. Bartender, probably Silesian. Manager doesn't matter. I'll also need a what's it called? Guard.
Bouncer.
Yeah, bouncer.
And are you looking for an orc, humans, or Silesians for the bouncer?
Orc.
Doesn't matter.
Orc.
I'd prefer to find someone. I speak to the people who are currently in the military and see if anybody from active duty has later moved away to get away from it, and see if I can hire some ex-military who's still generally in their 30s, younger than 40. This is how why I'm good at business, guys. The other one's flourishing. I haven't been there in years. I need to stop by.
It's true. You really haven't been there in a long time.
I hope it's like 8 stories now. It's like,
You're gonna come back and everyone's gonna be like, what happened?
You know, dragon came by.
I told the guy to put all of the money that I would normally take as pay and to reinvest it in the business. So that place should be pimping.
Literally.
Yeah, like it should be insane. There might even be another location that I don't even
You're
know
gonna
about.
come back a
Okay,
corpse.
So here is yeah, you're like, here's the secret is don't use your own stuff. And I'm undead, so I quite literally can't. So it's all profits. For the girls with the rolls that you get and this is numerically, and this is, I mean, it's relevant to the business. On an attractiveness scale, 1 6, 1 7, and 2 8s for Celestians.
Fuck yeah.
A 7 and an 8 for human. A 9 for the orc female. There are only 7 of them in town, and you got the prettiest one.
Hell yeah.
And an 8 for a gnome. There's a
Dang.
community here of about just shy of 60 gnomes, and you pulled the prettiest one that isn't already like married.
This place is gonna be dope.
Well, you're dropping a bunch of money on it right now, and
Yep.
While he's doing this, I'm going to be selling my services enchanting.
while he's preparing other people to sell their services, I will do the same with magic.
Can I come with a question?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so culty smithing, mountain smithing, smith of the underworld, all of those are level 30 prerequisite. But if you want to make something out of bones, you need level 45 in smithing.
Okay, that's not to make something out of bones. That is
No, to get the feet. Sorry.
no. Well, you can make something out of any material at any time, or you can attempt to.
Yeah.
What the feat does, it allows you to craft it in the time that it would take to craft the equivalent thing out of iron, which is the
Yeah.
baseline. So you could be a master at smithing, but if you don't have the feat for bone and hide, then you craft it slower than you otherwise would, as if you were making the same thing out of iron.
Okay. Question is still why, like, you can make infernal stuff. No, why the feat for infernal steel is like easier than bones and hide.
Because bone and hide is specifically the bone and hide of high challenge rating creatures.
You have learned to smith with the bones of beasts great and small, from lemurs to great wyverns.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Seems legit, yeah?
I need to take the masterwork feat anyway.
It is a good feat to take.
Yes.
And I think it also, all of those have this slight addition to them now.
You can use your smithing check in place of speech check with blah 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 craftsman.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, so can I use that with, like, enchanters?
No.
No? Okay.
Enchanters don't like each other.
Good.
Good.
They're always trying to copyright things.
Hey. You gotta be original.
Okay. So is your smithing is up to 30 now?
35.
35. Dang. You are getting pretty high up there. I remember when you were in the underworld and your smithing was only like 15.
Yeah.
Aw, baby Sandre.
Rowan.
Or when you got access to that forge, like 4 games in, and your smithing was 5, and you're like, I'm just gonna hit this hammer against this anvil until a bunch of troglodytes show up.
Oh my god.
All right, Stefan. Then as far as I've got the basics written here, but anything as for roleplay and for financial reasons, any specifics about the place, just write it up, and either send me a text file or an email, or just drop it on Discord in a private message, and I'll save it to the file for the game. And you're gonna need a name, and Foxy Baloney's already taken.
Fire in their hole.
Oh.
Stop. Cease this instant.
I was thinking of a dragon pun, and then for whatever reason I thought fire in the hole. And I was like, fire in their hole is great. All the money that doesn't go to people is I want to be reinvested and obviously into the building and people's wages. So I want people to like working here.
That's at least for the time that they are still capable of working there.
Right, exactly. Well, it'll bring in more people, which is
Will they
great.
get a retirement fund?
Well, no, they don't get
called
retirement, but they get
investing.
good pay. Yeah,
Okay.
the manager does.
There you go. He's got a 401k, the manager.
Yeah,
But I mean, who doesn't, right? When it comes to management.
Necromancers.
I think necromancers they like to play the long game at the stock market. But they probably like to oversee that themselves. They don't want
You do it out
someone
of love because you don't get a retirement fund for it.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, crap, my coffee. All right, I will be back in 1 second. I don't normally get up, but I made coffee and then I completely forgot about it.
I can enchant so many things. I can enchant almost all the things.
Oh lord.
It's a fridge.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Very well.
my smithing skill has gone up a bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just
Yeah,
teeny
just a
bit.
little. Yeah. I have 11 in both. I like this.
I like how that's the one thing we decided to do together, enchanting and smithing.
Yeah. Now I just need this warhorn, and I need you to enchant it.
We should probably look at getting a building just after we finish adventuring. Just
After the campaign and we grow old, we're just gonna have this amazing workshop.
right, just enchanting things.
Oh, right, sorry about that.
I also want to. I want to hire the people who make their own brew out on those islands. I want to see if we can bring that into this area.
They made a kind of blood wine, didn't they?
Yeah. So I'm going to talk to whoever I hire as manager and have them work out some sort of, monthly system where they get some of that and sell it here, and then we can also send some money to that area.
Hey guys, we actually have a viewer.
Hey.
Hey! How you doing? We're just leveling up. Don't mind us.
Officially welcome to the stream. I wish I could see the chat. I'm gonna figure that out. With there's a what is it? Ankh?
The what?
Ankh, Stefan?
What's that?
It's called Ankh or whatnot, right? Where I could pull the stream up in a secondary program for just chat.
Oh yeah, Onkbot.
But yeah, so
Well,
Uh,
whoever's there, welcome to the stream.
I appreciate your viewership.
Absolutely, the very first. Well, maybe not the very first, but the first one today.
One of the early. You're one of the early people.
Early adopters.
Yes. So do I have to make? How many enchanting checks do I need to make?
You would make enchanting or vocation checks.
I'm enchanting things for people to make money for 8 days.
Okay.
And I'm making sure that I have like a brand name on it, so they're like, "Oh, this is one of the people that saved the city." So I can add that little extra amount of money onto it.
Well, there you go.
Where are we?
You guys, that's his the brothel that he owns now. Well, the tavern.
Why am
that's
I
going-
at the brothel?
It's the tavern
We're
that's going to
helping him
become the
clean.
brothel.
Oh. Damn,
We're
this is
helping
a
Johnny
shitty
clean the
place.
brothel. We helped him like
we're
the first day, and
fixing
then
it.
after that,
We're
we
fixing
like,
it. Doesn't look like that.
You guys
anymore.
are fixing it. I need to find some smithing place.
I helped him the first day. The rest of the days, I am enchanting for people for money.
Mm.
Okay. Make an enchanting check. Multiply results by 2. And that's the amount of silver you get for working a week.
So enchanting check, multiply results by 2.
What weapons are Nilera using?
12, 13.
She has, I think dwarf.
Not the daggers.
She's got her like bone bladed scimitar, and then
Scimitar.
and then she's got
Okay.
the daggers.
Okay.
By the way,
I-
the scimitar looks like it's made of the exact same thing as that sword that you have now. Like now that you have something to compare it against.
Sword?
The like bone, sort of like.
The sword that made
abalone
everybody kill
looking-
each other.
Oh, the mending sword. No, wait, wasn't that a black sword?
No, it's
No?
the
Oh.
one that you got in the temple.
Yeah?
Is a white sword. It has a black hilt, but
Oh, gotcha.
the blade on it is like alabaster, white, sort of a muddy alabaster that looks like a polished bone.
I got a 26 for that enchanting check.
Okay, so then you made 52 silver during the week just doing minor enchanting work or repairs of minor enchanting stuff.
Okay. 52 silver, you said? Okay.
52 silver. Yeah.
What would I need in terms of resources to prepare making the stuff and 2 scimitars?
I'm sorry, say that again?
If I want to make the war horn, a goblet, and 2 scimitars of the bones.
The
What
war
would I-
horn and the goblet are both going to be the entirety of the horn that you're making it from, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's going to be it's a giant like feasting, like drinking horn, right?
Yeah.
And hello to the
Uh,
people that came in and watched us.
There is easily enough material in one of the larger horns, the 4.5 foot or the 4.5 foot long curved horns, to make 2 scimitars out of that.
Hmm.
You would just need, like I said, you'd either be working at it for a long time, or you could find someone that actually knows how to work with the high quality bone and hide, and they would do it as quickly as if it was iron. Speaking of
Okay.
which, the smith that you're thinking of, the Wan Shi smith, she does
Yeah.
have that feat.
Yeah, I'd suspect as much.
Yeah, she actually has a 50 in smithing.
Ooh.
That's 100 flirts with girls. You got a smith like her, man.
You gotta hit the, what is it, hit the anvil while it's hot?
Gotta strike it. Strike the info. Oh my gosh.
It's like beat the drum. but it's an anvil. But it's not an anvil. It's a girl, but beating her is not what I meant. 'Cause
Stop! Cease!
But I'm against violence. That's not what I meant by beat. Anyhow, so yeah, but you have more than enough material to make 2 scimitars and a dagger out of one of the larger horns.
Because there's no real good two-handed weapon you can make out of two bones like that.
No, I mean, like I said, as far as a 2-handed weapon, you could make. I mean, you could easily have a maul or something like a great hammer crafted from the horn, because most of that is going to be wood for the haft anyways. It's only the head of it that is actually the material. You could actually probably, if you wanted to make or if you wanted to have made 2 scimitars or the equivalent of that, and like a great hammer from that material, you could probably trade both of those horns in to get that without having to pay anything extra, because there'd be enough materials left over to make it worth the smith's while to do it for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Okay. So, like I said, Stefan, you know the or Jayu, you know the people that have been hired. You do find there's a newly retired captain that is willing to do management for you. Celestian Navy. It's someone that knows Admiral Penke.
Ooh, yeah.
He has an admiral. He has a captain's pension from the Navy. He's in his late 30s, which puts him as really, really young for retiring from the Navy. But he served for 18 years on there, which puts him like high enough to get a pension.
Excellent.
Kitchen staff, that's easy. You can find men or women, humans or Celestians, people that are able to do like moderately well as far as cooking goes, are not difficult to find. Finding someone that's like exceptionally good, there's probably like 3 in the city, and at least one of them works for the Admiral directly. The guard, easily you could find someone that has experience either as a Corsair if you were hiring a human, or someone a Celestian probably in their 40s or 50s that was a sailor. And again, 40s and 50s sounds old, but a Celestian's average lifespan, I think the minimum for age is like 95 and can go to like 195.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, and I give you the basic information for the other stuff. So you're all set on that then. You just need, as far as notes of anything specific, how you wanted to adjust the building and all that. So 10 days go by. Sundered, specifically, so you are working out as far as what you would want to do. Do you sell your skills for smithing during your time waiting, since the smith that you want to see is not here?
Be right back.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Can I get a smithing check from you then to figure out how much money you make?
Oh, that's the wrong one. Smithing. Oh,
Ooh,
but
that's not even your smithing check.
what? What did I roll?
Oh, something with a +1 on it.
What did I roll? Oh, I I rolled sneaking.
Jeez,
There you go.
that's better. So you get 46 silver for your week.
Nice.
Yeah. Which, the assumption that 46 silver is not a lot of money, it's like 2 1/4 gold. But that's assuming you spend a small amount of money on resources, to make or fix stuff. And then 46 silver is the total profit. So you guys spend your days. Actually, because you're going to be working. No, both of you helped for the first day. All right, so that's good. For Zhao Yu, he walked away, so he'll be back. Let's see, Revan. Anything that you wanted done with Giada while you guys are waiting here in town? Or is he just hired muscle?
Pretty much. Well, hired, quote unquote.
Yeah. Well, I say it because slavery is not legal here.
He's a minion. That's it. Just a minion. It's not slavery.
Easy enough. All right.
It's.
Oh, we lost your video feed. You may have turned that off yourself. I don't know.
Yeah. Because I have to be on mobile real quick for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
All right. Zhao Yu, for you. A message has come back from the court and from the prince.
Excellent.
The message back from the court is accolades for the defense of the city. Right now, there's not much in the way, the people at the court, they're very glad that you guys were able to save the city with a minimal amount of damage done to it. At the moment, the war is still going on and still going rather badly down south since the turnaround with the dragons, when the Celestian army basically got toasted and surrounded and canned by the Orcish clans. The council, the Imperial Court has set up basically a grand tournament or arena. It's set to happen from the day that they said it was about 60 days. It's about 5 days out from there, so about just short of 2 months away from now. With the notion being that they're going to pull together from the Empire the greatest combatants that still at this point are not involved in the war or the military in any way, offer them a reward and commission to head south and attempt to turn the war. So they're basically trying to pull some heroes together to see if they can't do to the Orcish clans what the dragons did to turn around the battle against them. There is an invite in there specifically for Sandre, because you already basically work for the state. Revan is already part of the academy that more or less works for the state. Nilera is already working for the Dirge. Sandre is the only contract worker in your group, so there's specific mention in there of Sandre that he is more than welcome to come and take part in the tournament if he so desires, given his track record.
They're calling you out, Sandra.
And the Celestian diplomat to the dwarves, or the Celestian ambassador to the dwarves, speaks very highly of Sandre. And he is a regular member at court now that the embassy is more or less non-functional. Zhao Yu, for you separately, there's a letter from the prince. He said that the tournament, which he's sure that you'll hear about, a letter is going out for that as well, is set for 60 days time from the date that he sent the letter. The purpose of the tournament is not only to try and pull together some very valuable people that can be marshaled to send down to raise morale and help turn the war around, but secondly, it'll serve as a front for a grand council that he is attempting to call together of important people that, when brought together, would normally raise maybe some suspicion, and he wants to do this sort of on the down low still, that he is extending an offer for Lied and his people, whoever's required for making decisions or for personal security, to come to Runestone the day that the tournament begins to have official talks as to the future of our two peoples. So he's hoping that you will be able to convey this message to him, and that 55 days' time from the day that you get it should be more than enough time to set sail from the islands and make it to the capital.
Okay.
Along with it, there's also an official writ of diplomatic immunity. With if you gave the name for Lied in your letter, then it has his name on it. If not, it is for the ambassador of the tree running peoples, but non-specific
Excellent.
with a name.
Okay.
Basically,
We head to Lied.
You're aware. Basically, what this does functionally is if he shows up at a port on one of his ships, he could show this to not have to deal with a lot of the paperwork and legally be allowed to dock, resupply, that sort of stuff in town, since he's in all other ways an unknown.
All right, let's go give it to him.
All right. Is there anything?
X gonna give it to you.
Fire in their hole.
Oh man, it's gonna be so great.
It's gonna be so crates. It's deep. All right. So you guys then set out. Is there anything that you need in town before you guys leave?
More arrows. Do they have specialty arrows here?
No, they don't have anything like that.
Okay, never mind. I just buy regular arrows then.
Regular, boring ass arrows. All right. You guys set sail on the Tree Runner ship that has been waiting in the harbor now for like a week and a half. Whoa. It takes about 14 days to get back from where you were, since the tides are not completely with you. It's still faster than it would be to get there on a Celestian ship. And when you guys land, you see that about half the camp is already put up, and a number of the other tents and temporary structures are being taken down, and stuff is being loaded onto some nearby ships. It looks like they're in the process of breaking down to move their camp elsewhere. But when you show up on the tree-running ship, the captain gives the signal, and they welcome you, and Lied comes out to speak with you.
Hey, buddy.
He bows and asks for... he knows some of what has happened. I know some of what's occurred over the last few weeks now, but I would certainly appreciate a fuller understanding of the matter if you could fill me in on that.
Yeah, give him the deets. We screwed up the human orc place. Ended up getting back to town right before the dragon attacked, killed him. Yeah, it literally went perfectly. I also got some stuff for you. I hand it to him.
And you
Hand him. I give him the diplomatic immunity paperwork.
Okay, and you didn't tell me, did you give his name in your letter or no?
Yes.
Okay, so then it has his name or title. You're not 100% sure whether it's a proper name or some sort of title, but it has Lied on there. Let's see. He asks you specifically what this does for him and his people, like the scroll that you're giving him, the writ.
Oh yeah. So he is now welcome. Him and whoever is on his ship is now welcome at any Celestian port.
And what about the possibility of meeting with this prince of yours?
Oh yeah, that's there.
The writ doesn't include anything about the meeting. It is
Yeah.
it is simply a writ of diplomatic immunity.
That's something that I can do. That's easy enough. I'm heading back there anyways, so maybe we can all just go, and I'll set that meeting up pretty much right as we show up. They owe me. I'm kind of a big deal.
Okay, you don't have to do this sort of thing ahead of time at all.
No, not me. Most people do, but not me.
Make a I don't know whether you're attempting to bouge him or to lie.
No. Jayu actually believes that the prince would meet with him on, pretty much on a no timing.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
if I
saying
just showed up-
because Xiaoyu knows that the prince is setting this up,
Oh.
specifically for a meeting. So I'm asking, are you playing it off like you're going to show up and demand it, and he's going to do it, or
Oh no, I thought.
are you withholding that information from him that this was already
Oh,
the
no.
intention?
No.
Make a swag check, Jagger.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
saying that's what I'm
if
saying.
I already
is
knew-
this swagger or is this?
No, if I already knew that he was doing that, then none of that conversation just took place.
Okay, so when
Because I
so-
forgot.
So when he asks you, he says and what about meeting with your prince?
It's already planned. We've already established it. You're meeting with him.
And do we have a day set for this?
Does he have a day set?
Yes.
Yes.
I told you when you got the letter that you got from the prince, marked it as 60 days out from that. It's been
Oh.
19 days since that date.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I just tell him that. I thought that was just for the other thing. I didn't know that was also for
The tournament
meeting.
is set for that date, and so the tournament is acting as the cover to pull together some of the more important diplomatic figures.
Okay, yeah, then I just let him know all of that.
All right, and then you make the check streetwise or speech. I mean, he's rather impressed. I'm happy for the victory that you and your people have had in this, and I'm happy for the possibility that's been given to my people and I for a peaceful resolution between your race and my own. However, this is tempered by the fact that my actions here assisting you have possibly accelerated the danger to myself and to my people. I sent notice to my scouts and some of the mages that were traveling with the dragon at the time, that they were to return immediately, that they were to take part in the attack. The dragon killed most of those that left. They never made it back here to us, which is a great loss. And I fear that the dark jailers who sort of hold my people's lifeline by the jugular may see this as an action against them and take it out on my people. They sit upon the ice and make the decisions about who goes hither and thither, and I don't want to have saved some of my people here to have damned the majority of them where we come from.
Dude, don't worry, we're gonna take care of it.
I certainly hope so. Myself and those necessary to travel with me will definitely make sure that we arrive at your capital of Runestone on the day, if not prior to this council meeting that the princess set up. please, if possible, I understand the writ here. I know that we will still have to stop at your city of Crabshore before we can travel the Runestone River towards your capital. If you could, when you go there ahead of us, just make sure that we have as easy a time as possible getting in and out without making a lot of fanfare. I understand this offers some level of diplomatic immunity, but people talk, and ports are, the bed for gossip. I'd like to make as small of a ripple as possible, just because, as I said, I want as little of this as I can to get back to the jailers themselves. They, have eyes and ears in many places, and it wouldn't be difficult for them to pick up on this if a rumor starts in one of your major cities.
I specialize in and out. I was just waiting for that pun.
Well, he's glad to hear it.
Oh yeah.
Shoyu burgers.
I swear, the next brothel is just going to be like Xiao Yu's taco stand.
Yeah.
All right. Well, despite the losses, the individual losses to my people, I count them as, regardless of how they died, I count them as heroes, and they'll be remembered as such when my people are safe from the danger that they're presently in. But for the trust that you've extended to myself, if not to my people, taking these first steps towards a resolution in our conflict, I'd like to present you with something to show our admiration for you. And he has one of his stewards come out with a large, not a chest per se, but a large wooden box, very finely detailed, with an emerald, not the stone, but an emerald shaped and colored carved into where the latch is. He opens it and presents you, one for each of you, a cloak of the arbor. The cloak is a deep verdant green with mottled brown design to look like a mess of leaves. The clasp on the cloak is a dull emerald. It doesn't really give off a reflection. It grants a +1 sneak bonus in forest or bog environments, and the arbor effect is once per day as a minor action. You gain the arboreal skin spell for 2 hours time.
What does that make me, like, invisible?
Arboreal skin is 6 natural armor.
Oh, damn.
And natural armor, I think for you, you already get, I think, 3 for being undead. So you wouldn't get 6, you'd get an additional 3, but it would override it and you'd still get a bonus from it. Everyone else, or like Sandre, it would be straight 6, and Revan, it would be a straight 6 bonus.
Do I really need more armor?
Got a dope-ass cloak, man. We all match now.
Hey,
We look like a basketball team.
I thought you couldn't have a cloak.
He can have a cloak.
I already have a cloak. I have a cloak. I'm wearing a different cloak that I like more. But I'll wear it for now until we leave, and then I won't wear it
Well,
anymore.
on the plus side, because you're undead and your temperature variation doesn't really affect you, I can imagine Zhao Yu having like 7 cloaks on at the same time, just layered one on top of the other.
Wouldn't
Wearing
that
a
actually
different
help
version.
with stealth? Like, it would
look
be
like
extremely heavy though.
Yeah, I
Be
don't care.
strong.
I don't get tired.
Yeah, but unless you drink milk on a daily basis, your bone's gonna crack, boy.
I don't think it works that way. Cause
You sure?
magic.
He drinks. He takes almond milk baths to
There you go.
restore the strength to his bones.
I just eat calcium deposits.
I am loving this cloak. Because I have no AC.
There you go. Well, your robe adds 2 armor, and now you'll have 8 if you use the effect.
Yeah.
That's like
big.
That's like wearing a chain shirt. That's real armor.
Hey! So this is what it feels like to be safe in an apartment.
Well, I mean, hey, with 8 armor, children could no longer harm you physically. They could still harm you emotionally.
I give you mine, and I put it on your front, so now you have 12 armor.
So now it's like a poncho of the arbor.
Yeah, it's a poncho.
Oh my gosh.
I'll ask for the specifications of that later because I can't write it down.
That's okay. Yeah. That actually is that's an item or an enchantment that's in the book now.
Okay.
It's arbor. The only bonus on there is this. The tree runners see this as a mark of great respect, so you get a slight bonus on interactions with them, and then because of the way it's crafted, it adds a +1 morale bonus to sneak checks in natural environments, forests and bogs.
Okay.
Wait, each of us get that cloak?
Yeah, there's 4 of them. Each of you are presented with one.
Dude.
I am stealing the enchantment off his try use as soon as we get on the boat where nobody can see me.
That's fine.
All right. Yeah, I mean, so his camp is getting, I mean, it's obvious for you guys to see, they're planning on moving somewhere else. He says, it's not specifically to do with what just happened. We move our camps around to stay safe. As soon as the new camp is established, I will set out with my personal guard for your capital. I should be there a couple days ahead of time, but at the very least, I will make sure that I'm there by this date, 41 days from today. And you see him mark it on his calendar, so you know he's serious about it.
Ooh,
You
I
get
get
a
the
Google
Google Calendar
update.
in. Yeah.
But it's on his Google Calendar,
Yeah.
so that it's
He has-
updated across all devices.
He has his assistant put it into his Zune.
That's how you know it's real.
That's how you know it's real. He's got the one that's like brown, but on the edges it's green. It's slightly see-through. It's the one that I had. It's the greatest product Microsoft ever made and then destroyed all on its own.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, it got real. It got very sad. Yeah, but he just says, my people here don't necessarily have to agree with my decisions. Nor do they. But the 4 of you, have certainly earned our respect in this. Please do us the kindness of sharing as little information as is necessary about my people to anyone other than your prince or the other lords that are sitting in on this council meeting.
Yep.
All right. If there's anything else that you need from him, now's the time to ask. Otherwise, I assume he can have a ship take you back to the Whispering Shore, and I think you guys already set up to have Hanba sail there, and she should be there by the time you get back.
Excellent.
Is there anything else that you need from Lied or from his people?
Do they have more of those barbed arrows?
Oh, they've got them by the barrels.
Yeah, man. I'll take a bunch of those. I'll take a barrel.
All right. I mean,
Oh.
like they're arrows in the fantasy medieval period. They're all handcrafted. The value of them, though, is that they're seen as giving it to you is just a sign of appreciation. So a barrel of them is 250 arrows.
Perfect.
Dude. I can enchant so many of those arrows.
Barbed. So barbed. All right. Yeah, if there's nothing else, then he'll have the captain return you to the Whispering Shore.
Does the town have a potion and poison shop?
Whispering Shore?
Yeah.
Yes. It's 15,000 people is large enough that they do have some alchemical shops there.
Okay.
Okay.
What was that one for, Sandra?
Okay. You guys head back for... back to Whispering Shore. The captain asks if you are going to stay long. Like, do you need him to wait here, or can you offload what's necessary so that he can get going?
So wait, why are we stopping here in the first place?
You asked Hanba to come to the Whispering Shore.
Oh.
Our old captain.
Your old captain that was on the Wanshi Island. You told her to sail back here, and the Lied can't spare his ships to be ferrying people around all the time.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we catch back up with her so we can go to Runestone.
Okay, then you just have the one barrel of arrows that has to be offloaded from the ship and loaded up onto Hanba's ship.
Yep.
She welcomes you guys. She tells you, you guys are heading for Runestone. She assumes the admiral and her have spoken a small amount, and based on the letter that came back from the council, they figured that you were heading that way. She reminds you they will have to stop, or we will have to stop off at Crabshore on the way for resupplies and also to get the clearance for the river, but that normally only takes about half a day or a day's time.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything at all that you need to check out in the city before you leave? Sandre, if you are looking to buy potions or whatnot, the Whispering... Oh, we lost somebody on Steam? Oh, no. Dodge joined back up. Not on Steam, on Skype.
Steam.
Steam. I'm off my game. I got wrecked by a Finn, and not someone from Finland, but in a league game, and I think I'm still suffering from it. I'm getting PTSD flashbacks, Stefan.
Yep, that's what happens.
Getting killed under my tower like it was nothing. I feel like a noob. No, either way, if you are looking to buy potions or poisons, Crabshore is significantly larger than the Whispering Shore is.
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
So if I want to get something fancy, I need to go there.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Crabshore Harbor. Is that not loading up for you? Oh, now I know why. I guess I have to put down character models for you guys, huh? Alright, so you guys appear here at the Whispering Shore, or at Crabshore. As far as locations go, Crabshore is almost directly across the ocean or the sea from Whispering Shore. Whispering Shore is on the islands. Crabshore is part of the mainland, and it sits right at the mouth of the Runestone River, which is one of the two rivers that flow that go directly to the inland sea. There are no other rivers across the face of the entire continent that make it all the way to the inland sea, other than the Runestone River and the Barlberry River, which is the southern exit, and is not getting a whole lot of use ever since somebody poked a hole in the inner sea.
What would do something like that?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Whoever did that sounds like just a reckless, dangerous individual who must be locked up at once.
Or a group of individuals. I mean, to blame just one person. Alright. No, but Hanba brings you guys in. The wharf master here comes to speak with them, and she says that she'll go ahead and take care of it. It should take her maybe a day to get everything taken care of and get the necessary authorization to sail into Runestone. Whatever you need to do here in the city, you're more than welcome to do it. She'll make sure everything's taken care of with the ship while you're gone, and should be ready to leave this time tomorrow. It's about noon, maybe 1 o'clock when you guys reach the city. Is there anything that you specifically were looking to obtain while you guys are here?
Not I.
All my needs are met. If somebody wants to give me something, I have no problem with it, but, you know.
There you go.
Wait, are we in the town with 15,000 people, or are we in the crab place?
You're in Crabshore now.
Ooh, okay, great. How many people are there here?
Crabshore, and I'm trying to pull it up. Let's see. Shoreston, Beesbury, Redfern. Crabshore has a population of 75,000 within the city walls,
Ooh.
and an additional rural population of about 220,000.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, I need to go to first a potion shop,
Okay.
and
The city's large enough. Any standard potion that's available in the book is for sale at a potion shop in this city.
yeah, I want to get this most potent confusion poison you could like cook up.
The most potent poison.
Yeah, of confusion.
Of confusion poison.
Yes.
They call that alcohol.
Quality.
Let's see. Confusion. Is that listed as one of the... Okay, so that's a category 3 poison.
Yes.
You said the most potent?
Yes.
You're looking at... for the most potent possible form of confusion poison,
Yes.
you're running about 800 gold for a vial of it.
Ouch.
Well, you asked, like, that is the very best that you could possibly
Yeah.
get.
Okay, okay, that's a master. Okay, so an expert would be 200 gold.
Yep.
Do this go by rounds or hours?
Confuse is, I believe, by rounds.
A condition effect?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would buy an expert then.
Can I just
Don't ask why.
can I just step in real quick and ask what the fuck you're doing?
It's for later adventures. You never know
There
when
you
you
go.
need an orc.
I just have a
jacket.
feeling I'm gonna wake up butt naked and have no idea what's going on.
Guys,
even
guys,
have a
I have a
butt.
bad idea.
What happens is Las Vegas stays in Vegas.
Oh. Too soon.
Aw.
Revan's just in the corner with the 2017 glasses on.
Okay.
Yep, so 200 gold, that would be confusion for 10 rounds.
That should be enough to distract a dragon.
I mean,
Dragon.
assuming that it took, yes.
Yes. Voluntarily or forcefully.
No, assuming that the dragon failed the fortitude save is what I'm saying.
Oh
Dragons
god damn it,
have
that's another
hella
thing.
fortitude.
Yeah. Dragons have high fortitudes, dude.
So I would need to mix it with a fortitude poison as well then.
Mixing poisons is...
You could
And
so
some Sea Lord wine.
if and some Sea Lord wine always. No, I mean ideally if you were planning on this less as a an assassination sort of thing, like what Nalera might do of trying to get in quick. If you wanted a specific poison to take, you would want a starter poison that only affected their Constitution score, which would assuming that they failed that, their Constitution score would be lower, which would lower their Fortitude save, which would make the other poison more likely to take.
We don't need to give Sandre sneak attack damage.
Well, he's not getting sneak attack damage, but I mean, if the dragon's Fortitude save is 20 and the poison's DC is like 25, well then, he's going to make that most of the time. But if you lower his Constitution by 6 or 8, then you're going to get closer to like a 40% chance that the confusion is going to take.
Okay, so how much would the poison of that be, then?
Quite honestly, if you were going to spend money alchemically to kill a dragon, you're probably better off getting a potions of resistance to whatever element that dragon is.
True.
Yep.
True. Okay, I'm gonna go with the confusion then. And next up, I need to go. Leather working tannery shop something.
All right, you definitely find that. The rest of you, Hanba and her sailors, at least half of them are sheltering in the city. So they're going to find a tavern and leave a skeleton crew on the ship just to make sure nothing happens. You guys, do you also find a tavern?
I find the most upscale place.
The most upscale place? Do you offer to
The
buy
most. No, I'm just gonna stay there.
it? Okay. You
I don't
find
know.
the red shell.
Okay.
The red shell is similar to your tavern, or your brothel. Similar to yours, it's not located in the best part of town. It's fairly close to the docks. But it is upscale for the area that it's in. And if you ask people at the docks, like, hey, I need some place to stay, and I've got money to spend, that's where they point you towards, because the drinks and the food are supposed to both be of excellent quality.
What's their most expensive room?
Their most expensive room, they have one room with 3 locks on it, on the door, and locks on the windows, and a king bed with a canopy, and you're looking at about 12 gold a night. It comes with a 3-course meal and a 2-course breakfast. And probably a prostitute. I mean, assuming that you're looking for that sort of thing. They'll find one. It's like when you order a burger at a really nice restaurant, and they're just going somewhere else and getting it.
Okay. Yeah, I take all that.
Evaluate your competition.
All right, yep. So you guys are stopped here at the Red Shell. There's a fancy sign on the outside with a large red crab grasping the handle for a stein and its large claw.
Lame.
Well, I mean, it sells. It's got a cigar in its little claw.
It's forgettable.
It's rough, but hey, people talk. No news is bad news. All right. Yeah. So what about the other two of you? So he obviously is buying something nice. Nalera just sort of vanishes into the city and says she'll be back at the ship tomorrow.
Typical.
Try not to spit in any cartography books again.
I don't think spitting is what did it last time.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. What did you say he was doing? He said he was going to a hotel, right?
Yep.
I have nothing better to do, so I may end up following one of them.
Nope. You don't follow me.
Okay, I'll follow
Follow me.
then.
Follow me. We need to find you some good enchanting books.
Andre just
Yes,
wants
I
to shop.
I just want to shop.
I'm looking for an enchanting book. Specifically, I need an enchantment that kills dragons.
I have that.
One shot kill dragon.
I have Baneful. Do you want me to Baneful or something?
Ooh,
I don't.
a baneful enchantment against dragons would actually be a really good idea if you're looking to kill a dragon.
Ooh. Ooh.
You should put it on a spear. Spears are dope. Spears are so cool against dragons. You could be that guy who spears a dragon.
I don't think I can make a spear out of my dragon bones, though.
Oh, you could totally. You just need the
Oh,
dragon
no,
bone.
You
to
just
be
want
the tip.
poetic justice with killing a dragon with a dragon thing.
What are you talking about? Shh.
You just gotta fix the dragon horn tooth, whatever it is, to the end of the spear, man, and then he banefuls that.
It's true. I mean, a spear is as minimalistic as you get as far as the requisite materials for making the weapon, because I mean, 90% or more of the spear is the haft.
Oh.
Dude, get like a
unless you're making like a full-on lance rather than a spear.
no.
True.
Do a spear.
True. Oh my god, like Revan with the lance on Erwin.
Too bad Erwin's dead.
Oh, whoops. Okay, no, I wanted to go to a leatherworking shop or
You're
something.
supposed to stop.
It just won't stop. The nightmares won't stop. No, yeah, you find leatherworking. There's an entire there's an entire street of leatherworkers.
Oh my god. I wanna see if I can't buy something exotic leather. Just raw leather.
What?
Shh! Don't question me.
There's one of the guys points you. There's another place. It's about 2 streets down for exotic leathers, unless you're talking about like shark skin or leopard skin.
I just wink at him and say like exotic, like not legal.
Dude, he's gonna think you're talking about human skin or something creepy.
He thinks you're either talking about human skin or a sex shop.
Yeah.
That would be very sad for me.
Yeah.
Or a sex shop that specializes in human skin. Which is most of them, since, I mean, what else? It's,
Right.
whores.
What? What?
You're buying bodies either way.
I don't have necrophilia. Okay, sure, I'm gonna go down the street then.
Well, I mean, specifically, what kind of... I mean, when you say an exotic creature, do you have an example?
Did someone say necrophilia?
No, you did not. You heard necromancy, I promise. Just something like unique that you like, hard to get material.
Let's see.
You can get the hide of a fire bear.
Only you can protect against forest fire.
That would be pretty cool. I doubt anyone has that.
Since you guys didn't skin any.
Right.
I thought Revan's no, he didn't. He got
Not
the
the
seed.
skin. None of us are. None of us are tanners or leather workers.
It's funny,
I mean,
though,
I could have gotten.
because Revan actually has the skill to skin. It's a survival.
What?
They're probably just gonna have shark skin then. Like that's probably gonna be the most
They've
exotic.
got, the guy brings you into his shop and pulls you aside and opens up a small armoire of sorts, and they have reams of Droglin leather cured.
Boring.
Boring.
Droglin for me is boring by now.
Jeez, man, it's like you're looking for the really hard drugs.
Yes.
Let me see. He's going through his... he's got rhinoceros hide.
Yeah.
And, oh. He he doesn't have this himself, but one of the guys down here on the road that they sort of work together just got in a new material that he actually had never heard of. But he's looking forward to, if he can get his hands on it, he wants to make something out of it.
Is there a name?
No. He takes you to one of the other leather shops. They're in a guild together.
Aha.
A craftsman's guild, and so he shows you he has to see the new material that came in, and the guy pulls it out, and he has made leather, pieced together the equivalent of leather scraps. They look familiar, and yet you're not sure what they are. Make a perception or intelligence check, either one. I mean, they're about the same for your character.
It's orc
Yeah.
skin.
Please don't.
Oh, dang.
Oh!
Oh, nice, man.
It is a bluish-hued, nearly translucent, very fine leather. It looks like it's made out of the hide of those weird spider creatures from the undersea.
Ooh.
The jelly spiders that you guys fought down there that were
Ooh, jelly
that were
spiders.
like the spiders that were basically sacks containing that weird cold blue liquid.
I have a whole bunch of silk from them, rope made from their silk.
Yeah, you have a lot of the silk, but this appears to be leathered hide made from their outer layer. Like I said, it's got a bluish hue to it. It's nearly translucent. It's very fine. Imagine the texture on it is something between like between calf skin and silk. Like it's very, very fine. He says, if you're interested, I could certainly see about putting something together for you if you've got, a specific piece in mind.
I'd like a roll of it, just
Just
a roll of it.
All right. Well, a roll of it is all I have. If you're looking to buy the entire roll, it's certainly not going to come cheaply.
Price?
Wait, you want the roll, but you don't want him to make something out of it for you.
Shh. I have a great plan.
a great plan, like your great axe.
I think he's taking it to the female smith, or that's the plan.
We're trying real hard to flirt with this girl. You want to smith together? I got this really rare.
Give us 4 sessions and watch Derek kill her off.
Oh, jeez.
Then Sandre turns evil and then they have to work together.
Oh, God.
Wait, how much is a roll like in size? Square feet.
In size, it's about 2 feet wide, and about 8 feet long.
Okay, so 16 square feet.
Yep. He is asking just for the material by itself, because it's not like the creature. He has already cured this, or the equivalent, to make it a usable material for crafting. He wants 80 gold for it.
80 gold.
Yeah.
80 gold.
He tells you it cost him to obtain the body of the creature. It's very rare, and it's something that has never been seen by most of the people that walk the earth. It's from
Been
80
there,
gold.
done that.
It's from a far off place.
I'm just gonna
Did
tell
you say
him
it's
that
from a far off place?
I'm gonna tell him I've seen them real nice creatures. Okay, 80 gold. I'm gonna make him an offer of 4 platinum.
Which, I mean, but that's equivalent, isn't it?
That is equivalent. That is equivalent.
All right, yeah.
Give him
He
3
abso-
platinum.
he absolutely will take 4 platinum for it.
Good.
You're the worst at bartering.
I don't know the platinum exchange rate over here.
God.
He's just lucky to get it equal.
Yeah.
Can I just tell him that it's not the same? That he just pretty much haggled for the same thing in Orcish?
It's look. It's just fine. It's fine.
Just sitting there like,
Should we just have an intelligence roll just to?
No,
I'm just gonna wait
What?
until after we leave out.
What?
he tells you make the exchange, and he says you've seen these things before.
I actually have.
He goes, well, I won't say whether I believe that or not, but I will tell you
Oh.
the guy that sold this to me said he found this thing washed up on the shore near Timberton.
Oh God.
I'm gonna pull out some of my rope. I'm like, yeah, they made this
Oh
stuff.
God.
Well, not the rope, but like the strings I made out of.
That's not good.
Let's put a note down about Timberton.
Timberton's dead. It's in flames. It's gone. We've lost it.
Tim Burton's.
Timber. It got
Tim
timber.
Burton's.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna be like, oh, you mean this thing? And he like pulls out like the rope made out of the silk.
I mean, he doesn't know
doesn't know.
that it's from the same creature, but he says, yeah, the fisherman that actually sold this to me does some trapping as well. Said this floated up on shore on the coast south of Timberton, and he actually tried hawking it from Timberton all the way to here, but I was, I didn't so much care where he got it. It just seemed very exotic, and I knew that I could make something great from it. But, I mean, you're buying me out from the price that I had intended to get profit-wise, so I don't mind sharing what I do know.
I'm just gonna be like straight up, just Sandra, I don't think this is gonna be any harder than the armor you currently wear.
Shh. I'm doing very smart business transactions here. I promise you.
He does ask though. He says, "So if you've seen these creatures before, being on the level with each other, where did you find it? I mean, this fisherman associate of mine found it dead on the shore. It washed up, so he doesn't actually know where it originally came from."
Yeah, we probably killed that one.
Okay, if you can imagine like going a straight line over to the capital and then backwards, and then imagine that like length but directly down.
The hole in the undersea.
Yeah.
Are you there, Revan, telling him this?
Yeah.
Yeah, Raven's with me.
So
I'm Revan.
you tell him the hole in the undersea?
Yeah, just the hole in the undersea. He's just taking too long to explain.
I thought
Well, I'm not sure.
I
I don't-
thought the hole in the inner sea only flowed down.
Well, I'm not sure if I can actually understand what they're talking. If they're talking in Celestian, I don't understand what they're saying.
This guy speaks Celestian and Orcish. He's a
Okay.
craftsman.
Okay, so if he speaks Orcus, yeah. Like, yeah, no, I mean, if it's flooding and filling up, though. Go.
To be completely honest with you, the notion scares me a bit. It's just a big hole that showed up one day in the inner sea. I mean, eventually, you put a hole in a boat, it sinks. You put a hole in the top of a barrel, eventually it fills with water and then it overflows. How much room can there really be down there to fill with water, This guy, and he points to the original leather worker that you were speaking with. We've got a bet going whether or not there's enough water in the ocean out here, out by the docks, to eventually, plug it up and it'll just go away, or what's going to happen. It's pretty crazy to think about, but when you drink, or hit the shiver every once in a while, these sort of thoughts they come to you as sort of like, oh my gosh, like maybe this thing that seems like somewhat of a nuisance for trade purposes is actually mind-bogglingly scary at heart.
I rolled a 9 to try to see if I could do the math of how much I estimate.
You've got no clue on how large the oceans actually are, like for reference.
Okay.
And you don't actually know how large the undersea is either, because the area that you saw might have been half of the undersea. It might have been 10%, right? You don't know.
I don't know, man.
The only thing you do know is talk is that the hole is bigger now than it was a year ago or so when it first showed up.
I mean, yeah, erosion and all that. It's happening.
Is that part of your fancy Oh, yeah, what was it? Not archaeological. Whatever. It's part of your fancy academy talk. Erosion.
Yeah, my fancy academy. Yeah, erosion,
Erosion.
When water flows over something, it sands it.
All right. I don't. You and your maths. Measure twice, cut once. That's what I know. All right. Yeah, I mean, unless you have something else that you need from the shop, this guy's actually getting ready to close down. It's about 6, 7 in the evening, and he's got dinner.
Nope.
All right. Well, the craftsman there, he extends his hand to shake hands with Sandre on their deal, and then starts shutting down his shop for the evening. He does say, though, he recommends if you're in the area, stay in the night. There is a tavern down the way that's good for, things to put in your belly, soft beds, and some nice things to look at in the meanwhile. And he gives you directions to a place he calls the Red Shell.
Yeah.
Red shell.
I forgot I have this spell.
What are you gonna do now?
So I'm gonna go outside the city limit, or just in the park somewhere. Just don't care. And I'm gonna cast Sturdy Shelter.
So, so you just head off for like a more like rural, slummy area part of the city, and put a conjured door on a wall. And you're like, I'm calling it a night. Bye.
Bye.
I got stuff to do, and it's alone time stuff. I'll see you tomorrow.
You can come in if you want for like 5 minutes.
And I'm kicking you out.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, Sandre can spend the night if he wants to. I don't care.
Fuck you! I'm heading down to get some pancakes.
Okay.
I'm gonna head over to the Red Shell.
Okay, Revan, you're staying where you're at.
Oh no, I'll follow him. That house stays there for hours. It stays there for like 8 hours.
What happens if someone's inside when it goes away?
They just get kicked out.
They get kicked out to the space outside where the spell was cast.
Oh, okay. Okay, why not?
Alright, sorry, just 1 second, guys.
I cast that so much. It only takes 5 minutes to cast. What are you doing walking in my house? It's my house now. See ya.
Okay, we have horns, we have leather. What's next?
You have it. We don't know what you're doing with it.
Oh, right. Right. I don't think I have enough money for my plan. I'm trying to make like a level 15 enchanted item here.
A level 15 what?
Like the enchantment costs 3,500 gold.
I don't know if you're gonna. It takes half of that for me to cast it. If you're gonna ask me to cast it.
Well then. Well then. What am I trying here? Orc's strength could do. That's only
Don't you
800.
already have that?
I already have that. True, I am an orc. Ogre strength, 3,200 gold. I don't know how much I have.
I don't think I can cast that spell.
Why not?
Well, no, I just became an expert, so I might be able to.
You are an expert enchanter.
Yeah, I am an expert now.
Okay.
I just got it from my last level. I became an expert enchanter.
So you could potentially enchant Physical Might 3
Ooh,
Yes.
Physical Might 3.
or Physical Perfection 3. That's 28,800 gold pieces.
Yeah, potentially.
It's a lot of money,
Potential.
but it's a fantastic enchantment.
Well, actually,
is.
no. I just need the. I don't even need the money. I just need to have the spell, the soul essence, right?
If you have the available soul essence, yes. But you do
Yeah.
have to learn the enchantment. So if,
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you don't have that and you don't have an item, you would have to pay the cost to get the crystal for it.
How many coins do you need to make a bar of something?
A bar is assumed to be about 100 coins.
Okay, so we need 15 platinum bars
Jesus.
to buy Physical Perfection 3.
It's a lot of platinum bars.
Good luck.
Alright. So you guys show up at the Red Shell. And
Oh.
you see see Xiao Yu there.
What? Hey, Shayu.
Nope, I'm in my room.
Oh, we do not see
see
Shayu.
When you guys get there, you see Xiao Yu. He sees you, and then he turns his head the other way, and continues to drink out of his mug that has gold engraving on it.
Rolling.
You don't see me, I'm not here.
Rolling my eyes.
He just turns to the nearest person. He's like, "So, who are you? Do you have any? Is there anything interesting about you? Let me tell you about me. I'm great."
I will. Actually, so there's something I have that I forgot about for like a little while. So I have this Droglin egg. And I don't know if I should be doing anything specific with it other than holding it like a Pokemon.
Well, it's not even a regular Droglin egg. It's one of the hybrids.
Yeah, it's a big Droglin, yeah.
You're carrying
I
around
mean,
the egg?
That's really up to you.
I mean, I'm just holding on to it until it hatches, basically.
Terrifying.
Should I like cast an anima check on it to see how it's doing? I guess.
You could just buy a chicken or something to sit on it.
I mean,
A large chicken.
I've kept it pretty good. It's been in like my cloak. I don't. Well, I've been like traveling around with it. And I would have had Giotto help take care of it.
That's Giotto's problem now. He gets to carry the egg.
Keep it warm, Giotto.
Where do you want me to? Nope. Nah, not even gonna bother asking. All right. So you guys are in here. Do you sit down next to Xiao Yu, who's clearly trying to ignore you guys?
No.
Xiao Yu, do you clearly try to ignore them?
I stay in my room the entire time.
Oh, okay. So you're upstairs. All right. You guys sit at the bar, or what? Not at the bar, but one of the tables. You're there for about 30 minutes. You've got your food. You're drinking, and the staff here is. It's about 50-50 Celestians and humans. But most of the guests here are Celestian. You see there are Celestians, there are some humans, they look like mercenaries, possibly corsairs, and there are about 4 or 5 orcs in here. They're not all sitting together, you don't know if they're here together. But after about 30 minutes, one of the orcs gets up from his seat when another guy enters in from the side of the tavern. He looks over at him in the corner of the room, and then he looks over at you guys, and he steps up to your table, sort of shoves this guy to the side, and puts his hand down on the table.
Wow, rude.
Okay.
He asks if you knew the captain.
Captain
There's a lot of
ship.
captains.
A lot of captains.
Which captain are you specifically talking about?
The commander.
Name of whose is being...
I'm just staring at Sandra like,
I'm staring back at the dude like we're in a city with 500,000 people, and you're asking me commander and captain.
Captain?
There's a lot of people with those titles.
Dost thou have us a name with which you can bequeath to us?
And Kuta.
The name sounds familiar, yeah.
In Kuta. Who's asking?
Oh,
Is it because you tried to kill him?
No. We did do it, but we didn't try to.
we didn't try to. It wasn't like an active attempt on his life from us, no.
He takes a dagger out from his belt and slams it down on the table.
Well, that's stupid.
Is it in my chicken?
No, it's not in your chicken.
Okay, as
Is
long
it
as
in
it's
my
not touching my
pancakes?
food, like...
It's in your pancakes.
Oh my god.
Your syrup, the little bowl of syrup they got for you, because they won't bring you the whole container. It immediately, you already put it on the pancakes. It's all leaking out onto the wood now.
Can we help you, good sir?
I'm here to collect.
Collect... pennies? Collect...
He pulls a small
Rocks.
vial of something off of his. Out of
Oh
his
shit, oh shit,
belt,
oh shit.
and he throws it at you, Revan.
Me? Okay.
Can I try to grab it?
Skrr!
Yeah, you can try to grab it.
Reflex.
Is Giotto gonna try?
Giotto's keeping the egg warm somewhere else.
Good job, Giotto. Good. And the house and sturdy shots here.
Okay. Sandra, you stick your hand up to try and block this. Revan, it's only about maybe twice the size of a vial of what you'd keep a potion in, like maybe 2 or 3 ounces of fluid.
Mm-hmm.
It hits your chest area, and the glass breaks, and it releases a foul smell.
I just had this cleaned.
Make a fortitude save.
Here we go. 19.
You just barely manage not to vomit on his pancakes.
Okay. I just got this clean, sir. If you were going to cause a ruckus, maybe do it outside.
He grabs the candle off the table and throws it at you.
I will try to grab that one as well.
Can I just teleport out of the way? I don't know what I'm taking.
No need to. He missed.
Okay.
Oh, he missed. Okay.
He throws the candle at you, clearly attempting to hit you with the same place where he threw the vial. You just move slightly out of the way, and it goes well over your shoulder, and skids across the floor behind you, rolling into the basement.
Reva's gonna be an asshole.
I was gonna be like, if you're gonna try to kill me, you may as well do a better job. And then we're gonna cast elemental enchanting on his sword and cast fire. He's like, come on, try it.
On whose sword?
On his sword, the guy who's trying to kill me, basically.
Oh, he doesn't have a sword. He's got a spear.
Oh, on his spear. Do it on his
A
spear.
spear.
Okay.
Sweet spear.
He jumps up onto the table and lunges at you with it.
Ooh. Can I also cast what?
24?
Astral misdirection on Sandra?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay, he's gonna hit me. What's he gonna do?
Well, he gets a 24. What's your dodge?
26.
Ooh.
All right. He steps up on the table, lunges at you with the spear. It doesn't take you completely off guard. You're not flat-footed because, I mean, this is an escalating thing. But he's clearly very serious about this. So
He's failing so hard.
so he rolls his initiative score.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna roll mine.
Oh.
Ooh, a 19.
Man, he's trying so hard to be tough, and you're not letting him get the catharsis that he needs.
We're not
I'm-
taking him even the slightest of serious.
I'm just
really
literally,
unfortunate.
I'm just literally like patting Sandra on the chest, like, hold on, let me just give me a sec.
I'm just gonna assume I have full health.
Yep. All right. He has the highest initiative, so he jabs at you again.
Okay.
But he's getting really angry now.
Still misses. Still misses.
He jabs. He attempts to hit you in the gut, and when he stabs down, the edge of his spear actually bounces off the lip of the table, and doesn't connect in any way with you. And a bunch of the other people in the tavern that have all like gotten up from their chairs and are watching, a couple of them begin to snicker. Sandra, it's your turn.
I feel so bad for this dude.
I said, hold on, Sandra, wait, let me go before you real quick.
Let you what?
Do you hold your turn until after Revan acts?
I can hold my turn after Raven, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Astral Misdirection on Sandra, and then walk up to him. I'm going to be like, come on, guy. And like literally put his hand around my throat. You can do it.
You cast Astral Misdirection on one of the maids.
I cast it on Sandra. On specifically Sandra, and I put his hand around my throat, and I'm like, come on, dude. You can do it. I believe in you. Pat him on the arm.
Alright, it's Sandra's turn.
I'm gonna take the dagger out, and I'm gonna hold
Use
the
it to cut your
dagger.
pancakes.
I'm just gonna hold that dagger.
You're gonna use it to cut your pancakes.
There is
I will
syrup on the
later.
dagger.
That's my entire turn. I'm gonna pick up that dagger.
Okay.
Do I hear this going on?
Not yet. If he had succeeded at stabbing him, people would have like shouted and screamed. As it is, people are beginning to snicker and they think this is some sort of high school throwdown. All right, he's going again.
His hand is around my throat right now.
He's got one hand around your throat. He attempts to run you through with his spear.
Yeah.
29.
And he finally
hit.
succeeds. So he's got you not in a hold necessarily, but you're denied your dex bonus for dodge. Do you have one? I think you have like a +1, right?
Yeah, like a little something, not that big.
little something just to add. And he attempts to run you through. There's a look of like glee and satisfaction on his face.
And then
And as soon as the point of the spear hits just below your rib cage, where it would have just punctured right through Revan and out the back, instead there's just a metal on metal chinking sound as it bounces off of Sandra's breastplate rather than Revan's chest cavity. Everybody that's nearby takes like a step back in astonishment. And the other orcs that are in here that have been approaching, they all make to leave. This guy just goes out the door and he's just like, hey, he's done here. He's leaving. He's not doing this.
Stop paid enough.
sassy mage.
Revan, you're up. You see,
I was gonna.
make a perception check real quick.
Do you see them? So I have more stuff to kill.
26.
You scan the room really quickly. You see these orcs have like their beaten feet to get out. Some of the human mercenaries in here, they're all looking at this. The two that are on the opposite side of the room from you, actually had their hands not just on their weapons, but they already had their weapons drawn underneath the table. You get the impression that perhaps they were planning to join in on this. Both of them just set their weapons down on the table and resume eating.
So the orcs don't look like they're like with him or anything. He just walked in by himself.
I mean, they might have been with him. This is a guy that just walked in, and it looked like they were walking up to take part in this, but his complete failure at this has convinced them that their time is better spent anywhere else.
So, is this the guy we left sleeping on the floor in the bar?
No, this is not that guy.
Okay. So I'm in front of Sandre. Sandre has the dagger, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna pick up just a little knife and just gonna be like, just take a look, just like a little piece of Sandre's pancakes. Just be like,
I'm just gonna take a little taste. These are good. These blueberry.
That's savage. All right, Sandra, it's your turn.
Oh no, he has the high ground. What will I do? Oh, hey, your knees. Your kneecaps. They are.
Oh god.
Oh God.
26.
Hammer!
You hit him. I mean, you're standing there. He's about 3 feet above you, and you catch him in the left leg, right above the kneecap. Not quite hitting the kneecap. He's wearing a chain shirt and leather pants. You see the bone, like, not necessarily break, but certainly fragment, and he grabs his leg in pain and collapses, like, down on one knee on the table, screaming.
Oh man, you spilled all the food.
He
All over
also
the
he kicks Revan's chips all over across the table in the process.
My fries or
Your
my
fries.
chips?
Oh my God.
When he hits the table so hard, all the drinks go spilling off to the side, and the plates of food, other than the pancakes, just go rolling away.
Could I sacrifice my movement action and try to stab his dagger down into his foot, through his foot and into the table?
It's definitely an attack action.
Yeah, I don't have one-handed attack.
No, you'd have to have a combat action for that.
Okay, so just roll my regular attack.
Well, you already did that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would
You need to have
that.
another attack to be able to do
Yeah.
it.
Yes, I
So
cannot.
it's-
Okay.
So it's his turn.
Yeah.
He looks down at you, and he looks at Revan, and he makes a will save.
$23.
And he summons all the courage left in him, and he shouts for the commander and attempts to stab Revan again.
Oh wow.
Oh no. Oh shit. Oh lord.
There you go.
There
Oh
you
lord.
go. Finally.
All right,
That summonses.
he summons the courage from deep within. He plunges his spear directly through your chest cavity, and it bursts out through your back. It's 27 damage. It ignores one of your armor, and it puts a bleed of 5 on you.
Okay.
Holy crap.
So that
He
is
lets
28
out
damage.
he lets out a bestial roar, and attempts to regain some of his like lost bravado in the
Dignity?
process. Yeah, he's still down on one knee,
Yeah.
but there is a look of satisfaction and fire in his eye.
That's because he got a little piece of the pancakes.
Oh,
He's sit there. So Revan's gonna literally just like, he's like lying down on the table, right? Or is he just
this
on
guy,
one
he's,
knee?
he's down on one knee.
Okay. So I'm just gonna like pat, like as I'm being punctured, I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder and be like,
I don't think you're in the mental state to do that.
he's gonna be like,
But you've already nailed. That means you've already lost, right?
Make a speech check.
Let me see. That is what? So +2 plus.
I think it's +5.
5. Yeah, +5. One. Oof.
You've completely failed to convince him of this.
I mean,
But
it doesn't matter because that's what I'm doing. That's more. So I'm gonna like literally like pull myself off of his spear, and just to be an asshole, like just the most. I'm gonna cast heal on myself.
Just to
and
be an asshole,
overcharge.
you get up and you take the pancakes with you.
And just pull it out. Excuse me. I'm better. Just to take the satisfaction of it away from him.
That's rude.
Just
That's
see
right.
the wounds close in
Just
as he
watch.
pulls the spear out.
Oh, nothing.
I'm sorry. Did you think you were doing something today? So yeah, 30 damage. I heal, and it gets rid of the bleed.
It does. Alright, Sandre, you're up.
I was gonna do the dagger, but I hate one-handed weapons, so I'm gonna try to use his second knee and nail it through the board.
Oh, God.
Hammer. Time.
Oh God.
You hit the top of his knee that he is supporting himself with, and his leg just punches right down through the wooden table, and the splinters from the table jab into that leg, locking it in place. He like yelps, and the shock of it running through his system and the bone shattering in his leg just kills him outright.
What?
Oh, he's dead. He's not just unconscious. Okay.
Oh no, he's dead. Like there are shards of wood run all the way up through his lower leg.
I find it funny how the last thing he saw was me healing, and he's like, oh.
Oh, the one thing he could be proud of. Undone.
It just took it away from him.
I have no
he collapses,
clue that there
He collapses away from you, and pulls the table with him. So everything that was still sitting on the table flips and just falls onto the floor.
I'm still holding the pancakes, right? Like I was
You,
holding
yeah,
yes,
you know
thank
you have
God.
the pancakes.
And so I'm just gonna be like, here you go, Sandre. And then I'm gonna go through his pockets and find like whatever money he has and be like, and tip the waitress.
All right. He has 37 gold on his person.
Get more pancakes.
Yep. Tip
He-
the waitress.
He also has a curious little talisman. It's bone, and it has orcish writing scribed on it.
Ooh, what does it say?
It's make an intelligence check real quick, or you can make a scholar check actually.
Ooh.
Can I help with orcish knowledge?
You absolutely can. Roll, and we'll add. If you get a
1, 2,
15 or
4.
better, I'll add a +3 to his check because you'll be adding some insight.
5, 6, 7. So +7 with this. That's not the roll. That's not.
Oh,
I just rolled a
D7 is
D7.
not the same.
D7. Nice.
22.
And Sandra, roll a D20 and add intelligence, and then if you get a 15 or better, we'll add 3 to that.
that would be saving intelligence.
I'm also going to use his money to buy a round for everybody in the bar and tavern.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've seen it before. You don't have anything specific to add to him, though. Rather than it appears to be what's known as. You're not sure because Orcish is not like your native language, but it's like an honors list. You looked at Sandre, and Sandre doesn't quite know like how you're referencing it. As far as you're aware, it is when a dishonor is done to a member of a clan, or more recently, since the orcs have, in the last century or so, moved out from existing purely on the southern plains and intermingled with the other races. A company, like of mercenaries, where if a great dishonor is done and someone dies without being able to satisfy the honor, other members of the company, clan, family will take that upon themselves. Your name and Sandre's name are on this list. there's your names and then a short description like human, medium height, slight build, mage, hair color. Like, that's the description, and then there's a similar description for Sandre, detailing his skin color, height, build.
Racist.
Yeah.
I'm
So
sitting
you
there,
guys have made an honor list. You don't see Nalera or Xiao Yu's name on the list.
Well, they went.
oh, because is it from the list that we Sandra really put his name on there?
It may be from the list that you guys both signed.
But
But we
Sandra only
took
put
that with us, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a mite, so it's something else. So I'm just gonna wear this, just wearing it, like literally just to show the most disrespect to this dude by everybody around
My God.
in the bar with his money, and then tip the waitress a good 5 gold.
This is could even be mildly like upsetting to Sandre as an orc. Like, whether, he's obviously not a member of this person's clan or company, but like
Yeah.
Sandre as an orc recognizes that is an honor list like that is still a very serious venture.
Well, Sandra makes no comments on it. I don't know.
Sandre,
Well,
give a quick follow-up. Can I get another check from you?
a good little 20.
Come on, roll it. Don't roll a 5.
Art.
Or don't roll a whatever you got last time that was awful.
Don't roll a 6.
Where's that button to just roll? Roll d20? There.
Okay.
16.
Oh.
Him talking about this and you seeing it so proudly displayed, or insufferably proudly displayed by Revan, reminds you.
He's more apathetically.
You remember that when an honor list like this is made and tokenized, a notch is put on each one to represent the number of people taking up the honor list agreement. If Revan gave you the token, you'd be able to count the number of notches that are around the back of it.
Oh, I asked for it. Uh-huh.
I flashed the back.
It takes a minute because there are a lot. When you're
no.
done, you're not sure, because one of them may or may not be a true notch. There are either 47 or 48 notches on the token.
Holy. Okay.
Ooh, a lot of people want us dead. I'm wearing that.
Well, one less currently.
You know.
Okay, so at most 47.
At most 40. At most 48 minus the one that just died. Yeah.
Yeah, so okay. I have no clue if anyone else were there. Revan?
There were a couple more orcs in there.
Where?
I left out the door.
Should we maybe get them?
Maybe, but pancakes.
Do you want to interrogate this dude while they make more pancakes?
We can.
Okay, okay, great. Interrogation time.
Just in the middle of the bar, just doing just nonchalantly casting speak with dead.
Actually, maybe we should get the room.
You guys should for the people that are working here or eating here, at least take the body to a room.
And you said
Yeah.
there aren't all the orcs left, right? They all left.
Oh yeah, no, they all booked.
Okay, so yeah. I wonder if this. We're just treating this so casually. We take this body up to a room. And does any of the Celestials just like stare? It's just like, oh shit.
Does anyone even try to stop us?
Oh no.
No. Out of fear or...
Just a silent.
A couple people leave. I mean, you get the impression like someone might go tell the guards that a murder was done, but everybody in the room saw that a guy walked up and attempted to kill one of you and did run a spear through one of you, and then you killed him. Like, it's fairly open and shut self-defense in that regard. But
And we didn't even attack him for the first few rounds.
but no one is stopping you. Everyone's giving you room, like they don't want to be a part of this.
Yeah, okay. Gonna ask the maiden for a room.
She fumbles around, hand shaking. You can hear the coins that Revan handed her jingling in her hand.
Cosmic boom.
She-
Just make her a little bit braver.
Yeah, and she finds the key to one of the rooms and tells you it's the fourth one on the right side on the second floor.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm gonna
Bang.
try to grab everything that is him and get it to the room.
I just need a strength check for you to free the leg from the table.
Yeah, I was
Can we just cut it off?
worried. I was worried about that.
Or, yeah, let's see.
Just cut it off.
Yeah,
That's
22.
enough.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You tear it out. Chunks of the table go with it. There's just a hole about 50% larger than his foot in the table.
Okay, let's move over to a room then. Okay.
All right, so you guys prop him up in a room.
Yup. Revan.
Speak with Dad. Let's go.
All right, what do you ask him?
Questions, Sandra?
Yeah. Who are you?
It has to be more specific than that.
How
What is-
how can I
what
be
is your
more
name?
specific?
Family,
Oh, okay.
you know, all this stuff. Like, I'm just giving you an example. It has to be specific.
Oh, what's your clan name?
Clan name. What's your name and your clan name?
My name is Batire, and I am of the Korak clan.
Batire Korak clan.
Got it. Why did you try to murder us?
Why did you try to murder us just now?
To fulfill an honor oath.
Honor oath. Film.
Okay, I'm just gonna guess that it's the leader that we presumably. Wait, we never killed that orange dragon.
We didn't kill anybody. Really? I didn't kill anybody.
At that camp.
Yeah, I didn't kill anybody.
No, you just. I don't know, enslaved the dude.
Yeah.
Stockholm syndrome. Okay, how many are there of you?
How many are there left trying to kill us?
There are 47 of us that took the oath.
47.
46
Holy shit.
out of 48. No, 47, sorry.
There's 46 now.
Yeah, 46 left out of 47. So, what does it mean, that last half nook on the medallion?
What does the last half notch mean on the back of the whatever he said?
I tripped on my way here.
That's hilarious.
I
Serious, the
feel
fuck
so
up in last
bad
year?
for this
He's-
dude.
He's having an off day, okay? Well, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Really?
never
Yeah.
having an on day again.
Is that it?
Where would all of you meet?
Where would all of you meet to discuss killing us?
We met here in Crabshore when Commander and Kuta returned with tales of your treachery.
I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Where is Commander Alcuta right now?
Oh, yeah.
He has
Where
gone.
is-
He's gone ahead to Runestone to wait.
Waiting.
Okay. Where's the rest of your clan?
Rest of the clan. Where is it?
Down south, killing Silesians.
Hmm. Right. So, is that it?
I still want to know like where their hideout is or something, so that we could actually
Give
take
us
him
the
up
exact
by the
location of where you guys are, or where you guys congregate.
Downstairs.
roof. No joke.
I mean, they're orcs, man. I didn't expect that much planning from.
Downstairs.
Yeah, they meet
At
in
the
this
bar where you attacked us?
Mm-hmm. We walked into the belly of the beast.
Wow, that was extremely good. Okay, yeah, okay, I think we're done.
Okay, then I'm gonna blip blip blip.
Ask what his family want.
No, fuck him.
Oh, nice, good.
I'm just gonna. I'm just meh.
What
Do I have any
that
crystals
for?
left?
Oh, this guy's
Yeah.
not worth it.
Back
Is he?
down.
I don't have any crystals left, so I'm just gonna nom nom.
You're just gonna what?
This.
What?
What? Huh? What? Go
Huh?
to bed.
I don't know what that is, and I'm gonna head out the room while you do whatever you do.
Yep, good. I'm gonna ask him to leave too. Like, can you?
Please go.
Last rites.
You don't have to go
I have
home, but you can't stay here.
You just be on the other side of the room. I just offer him his last rites.
Yeah, okay, you do that. I'm gonna go down, talk to the maiden, and ask for keys downstairs.
Okay.
Okay. You go downstairs and ask for keys downstairs. She tells you there are no keys. The cellar doesn't have a door.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna go downstairs.
She tells you that it's off limits. It's where they keep a lot of the food and alcohol.
I think he
when
said
come
he
down-
told her, not that he asked to.
I'm gonna walk
She follows you
downstairs.
downstairs, meekly letting you know that this area is for employees only.
Yeah, okay, can I see any...
Ask if they're hiring.
Do you need a bouncer? No, I'm gonna look around and see if I can find any, like, evidence that they've been there.
Okay, make a perception check.
Oh, what do you hate me?
You're the one that wants to look around.
I can't look around. I even have dark vision. Oh my god, that's extremely good.
Alright, you see there's a whole bunch of casks of alcohol. There's various meats and vegetables stowed here and there, hanging from the ceiling. It's a little cooler down here. You find a large container of salt. Must be some league going on.
Can I go down there?
That's it?
You don't see like any big tables set aside for like meetings. If you wander about long enough, you find some rooms that look like they're very low rent rooms. And if you ask the girl about it, she says that that's where her and some of the other employees sleep. Some of them live here.
Can I catch up with him while they're going downstairs and
You can find him downstairs. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
down
and
in
just
the
go-
cellar still.
just go like give it a quick once over with my bless tracking?
With your what?
My bless tracking, my eyes.
Oh, okay, yeah. For like undead and the like, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't see any undead.
Okay. There's
Or
any
any
energy.
sign of undead.
Okay.
Can you just look normally around?
Well, no, I was just looking for like because normally if somebody dies, they like leave behind like a residual kind of thing. So it's probably only just gonna be like upstairs.
Okay. The final thing before we go, I'm gonna ask her if she knows the person we murdered. If she's seen him.
He showed up with a bunch of other orcs about a week ago. They all stayed here for a couple days, and then most of them left.
Any clue where they would leave to?
I mean, I just serve drinks, sir.
Yeah, okay. Do you have any idea about anyone that would know where they would be?
I mean, I might ask around at the docks if they left by
Do
boat. Someone
not-
might know.
Do not do that.
I'm just gonna leave the rest of the money that I got because I don't feel like counting it all. So I'm just gonna leave the rest of the money and be like, just however many rounds this pays for, just buy it for everybody in the bar. And I'm just gonna
And fix whatever got broken.
yeah, and
And fix the
fix
table.
that too. Pay for it everybody in the bar. And yeah.
Okay,
I'm
bye. Great pancakes.
I see
Even
ya.
though I didn't get any.
Right? Rude.
And we're done.
Alright, so you guys head back to your temporary shelter.
Giotto, you will not believe what just happened.
You get back, and he's sitting on like a beanbag with the egg between him and the beanbag, and you're like, we've had the weirdest night. And he's like, I don't want to hear about weird nights. This is,
Like, come on, gelato.
This is uncomfortable. No,
Okay.
you guys head back there. Xiaoyu, do you come down at all, or do you stay in your room all night?
I just sit in there. I don't sleep on the bed. I don't touch anything. I just sit on the floor quietly until morning.
You just enjoy the mild amount of opulence until morning?
Yes. Yes.
Can I just walk in there like with like just a tinder box and just be like, why didn't you just turn on the fireplace?
No, you don't even know I'm in there. I have all the doors locked and the windows.
That's true.
There's no lights on.
They do come with locks. The windows
Yeah.
do. You pay extra.
I'm just sitting in the dark. A nice room.
Just enjoying the evening.
Just
Goddamn
enjoying
bad.
knowing that I'm surrounded by opulence.
There you go. You will.
Yeah.
You are on
Hey.
your way to becoming very draconic.
There you go.
There you go. It's like, oh, and have you ever heard about the ebon tail dragon? They're like, oh, what's that? It's like, it's a Celestian that had so many brothels and grew so rich that he eventually just sat in a cave on top of all of his gold.
Because he can. I can't die.
Yeah,
So
because
yeah.
he can. He just sat there for. Some say he still sits, waiting for more gold. I mean, some say, but we all know it's true. A truck of gold goes up to that cave once every 3 months and brings gold to him. Everyone, he's sort of a local celebrity. He donates at Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Can I just turn on the fireplace in the house?
No,
and
you
just be
don't
like-
know I'm there.
No, not in my house.
Oh, you mean
I-
you can put the egg by the.
Yeah, I'm just literally like walking in, like Yoda. You're sitting. Why did you just turn on the fireplace, man?
Because you gotta coddle it,
he looks
man.
at- yeah, it's about. He says this is a nurture thing, not nature. This is nurture.
It's not actually about the heat. It's about showing it love
Yeah,
and occasionally farting on it when you can.
Occasionally farting on it. Yeah.
I'll take the shift off from him so he's not sitting there.
All right.
Just
Okay, so the next day, Joe, you're comfortably opulanced. You get a
Oh, it feels great.
you get a +1 bonus for recognizing opulence in others for 24 hours.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
Everybody seems dirty to me
everyone
then.
seems slightly dirtier for the next 24 hours.
Ugh. Just
You're
I
like-
look at people and
You walk
disgust.
outside and someone's like having a heart attack on the ground. They're like, "We need a doctor." And you step up and they're like, "Are you a doctor?" You're like, "No, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express." Get out of the way, you dirty peasant. No. The next day, one of the people from the inn is talking to you, Xiaoyu, in the morning, and you come down and asks if you had a decent evening.
I tell them no.
Ooh.
Okay. Did you want? You did you? I don't think you didn't even take the dinner that came with it. Like did you bring it
I did
upstairs and not eat it?
It's just yes,
Do you want the breakfast?
yes.
Okay. It's
It's a
a
breakfast.
2-course breakfast that involves 1.5 pounds of bacon, 8 pancakes, and a pitcher of syrup.
I put it next to the food from last night on the floor. I just leave it there untouched. I take it up to the room and I just set it on the ground.
I
I
feel
come
so
back out.
bad for the
Why are
people.
we so petty?
This is what money level 11 changes people. Okay.
Over here, like level 11. He's trying to kill me. Whatever.
When you cross that level 10 barrier, it changes people.
You're no longer a noob.
You're
an
not a
expert.
noob anymore. You see everybody else as a noob. Your actions per minute have reached their zenith. Okay, yeah, so do you head back for the boat now that your stay in Opuland is done?
Yeah, I leave horrible reviews on Yelp.
I mean,
Not,
I would expect nothing less at this point.
not even TripAdvisor. Just yell.
Just Yelp. I'm not gonna make multiple accounts. It's not worth my time.
He's
I
not
just
gonna-
post on Yelp.
Look, he's
that,
not gonna.
exactly.
He's not gonna verify his address to leave a bad review. Okay. So you guys all head back for the show.
Yeah, just,
All right.
just in there.
When you get there, it's about noon. Hanba waves you guys on. She's got not a clipboard, but she's got some tough rolls of vellum in her hand, and she seems to be reading over a manifest. She signs something and hands it off to one of the dock stewards. He goes walking off. She tells you that most of her crew is back, and they should be ready to leave within the hour, and asks if you guys need anything else from town before we leave.
Yeah, me and Sandra need to make a quick pit stop. go kill the orcs. All right, we're back, guys.
Oh God. All right. But you guys get back to you're on the ship. I assume you're not really making a pit stop to go find a bunch of
No.
orcs. Okay.
No.
You get on the ship. Her crew is still coming and going, getting stuff loaded on the ship. She tells you that if they're heading for Runestone, they're at least going to bring stuff to sell. And I need a perception check from Sandre and Revan.
Of course it's a 12. Of course it's a natural one.
Sandre,
Yes. That 20, boys? Nope. Still better
is
than
that?
Revan.
Yeah. Oh, did you roll twice?
You rolled
Nope.
twice. The first
I
one is
didn't
your.
know.
Oh,
The other
okay.
one is from 20 minutes ago.
Oh. Okay. You guys are on the ship. It's a couple minutes. You're waiting for some of the crew to be finished. You look over. You smell something. It smells kind of like foul and burny. And you sort of glance over and you see Captain Hanba is also sort of has her hands out like she's balancing a little bit, like a mannerism. She's poised. And she's sniffing the air, and she locks eyes with you, Sandre, and her eyes open as wide as they possibly can. And
Oh, shit.
She starts to shout, and then you all make reflex saves.
No.
What? Am I on fire?
Wow, fireball.
30.
Oi. Nice.
Oh God, Sandre, that's a terrible reflex save.
Look at
You
all
know
my
what?
reflexes.
You go roll yourself.
I'll roll. You know what? I don't have reflex saves to roll, so I will roll Nalera's reflex save. There's like 30 different. I made so many things on here. Her reflex save, 13. Okay. A loud, like, chunking blast sound ripples through the interior of the ship. 2, if not 3, like, of these cracking sounds burst out of the ship before fire and hot air comes rushing up through the lattice work in the middle. The ship cracks, and pieces of the deck explode out in every direction. Sandra, you have less than a 20.
Yeah.
You're blown backwards into the hold, like up the ship from where you're at, down onto the lower levels. Xiao you had a 32. Revan, you had 30. And Alera had 28. All of you are blown off the ship, but manage to, Xiao and Revan, since you've got 30 or better, you see it coming just slightly. You manage to throw yourself over the side and are only going to take half damage from the blast.
Ooh.
You guys remember 2 or 3 hours ago when Shu talked about the dragon wouldn't wipe out their entire fleet?
That was me. I think.
The blast
Oh.
damage is 48
God.
explosive damage.
I'm so glad I passed that.
So, Revan, you take half, 24. Xiao you take half, 24. Nalera
48?
takes 2/3 of that because
What about Giotto?
Oh, roll his save.
I don't know what his save is.
Does any type of armor resist on that?
Natural armor?
If you've got if you have fire resist.
I have damage resist 2 over magic.
Well, it is magical. Well, it's elemental. It's not necessarily magical.
I have frost protection.
Where is mercenary? Giotto is one of the.
If it's dragon based, I had a +4.
Gelato!
Oh!
Gelato!
Remember that time he died? I do.
He also gets blown to the back of the ship, not quite off of it, and is knocked unconscious in the process.
Okay, so he's just unconscious. It's fine.
He'll be dead soon.
Okay.
Nothing like getting blown to death.
To death. Blown to death. No, Nalera's knocked nearly unconscious from the blast. Sandre, you're up in the head of the ship here. The last thing that you see, Sandre, it's very bright. The interior of the ship, what's still holding together, is on fire in the hold. And you see small, like sticky dollops of what looks like blasting gel and some sort of greasy substance coating the chunk of the ship that you're sitting in as it slowly starts to sink.
Okay. I have a question.
What's up?
How far away from Giotto and everybody am I right now? Like, am I over here?
You and you would both be in the water between the dock and the boat.
Okay. So, can I teleport up? Blink up here.
The ship is not fully there anymore. The ship
Okay.
is in multiple pieces.
Okay, I guess the question is, do I see Giotto?
Oh my god, the ship.
Oh, the ship actually splits. Hi.
I like that.
The
Like that.
Giotto is somewhere in the hold of the ship where there's still some fire going. But that's where we're going to stop for now.
No.
And we'll pick up next week.
I gotta see Giotto.
Giotto.
I'm minion. I can't lose my minion this early. I just lost one.
Just get another one.
I can't. You can't just give somebody Stockholm syndrome. It's gotta be. It's
It's got to be natural. It's got to happen.
gotta be a scenario.
What's not naturally? It's like a biological process. It's a time and place sort of thing.
It's a situational thing.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, we'll pick up with maybe finding a new Stockholm syndrome person, or saving the burn victim next week.
Okay.
Good game.
Thanks, guys.